Hello, my tech peoples, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to RFK Tech USA live stream, where we do weekly live streams on tech and all that good stuff. Hopefully, everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hopefully, you got a new phone, you got some new tech gadgets, you got all kinds of goodies from Santa Claus. Hopefully, he didn't crash and break anything on his way to your house and didn't get stuck in the chimney when he come down the chimney. And hopefully he didn't have a fire going because I know that would roast his chestnuts and that would be bad for Santa Claus. You just definitely don't want to do that. So we are at the end of the year here. 2021 is almost over. We're going to kick it out the door, and we got 2022 coming up. And it's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy in 22 with tech. So, but first off, I want to say hi to Dennis. How you doing, Dennis?
You know I'm always doing good. Just happy to be on the channel.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we're glad to have you. And then when down in the bottom, we have Caleb.
Hey,
Real cool.
hey. Good evening, everyone.
AKA D's Nuts. Like he did that one time. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And we're giving away a gift card tonight, sponsored by Blue Water Adventures. And let me get this on the screen here because we got to give them some credit for Blue Water. Come on, work. Come on, StreamYard, don't fail me now. So, Dennis, what did you get for Christmas?
Well, I got some chocolate-covered pretzels made by Anderson's Candies, which to anybody that's from Pennsylvania should recognize them because they're made out in Baden, PA. Very popular chocolate candy gift out here.
Pennsylvania.
Outside of that, nothing really too crazy. I'm 25, so I mean, Christmas gifts aren't really like the thing anymore, and I wasn't too good for Santa, I don't think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Caleb, what did Santa Claus bring you?
Well, I decided to use my Christmas wishes and Christmas funds on my family. I spent a lot of money making my nieces and nephew their Christmas lists, and stuff like
Nice.
that. So yeah, it was really nice to go see them up north, and so yeah, I spent about a week up there and had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got to see the family and
Oh, yeah.
just had a blast. So it was that was good, and so yeah, that's what I got to do for Christmas.
Yeah, spending time with family during the holidays is always a great thing.
Yeah.
Definitely so. All right, so here's our sponsor today. Get up on full screen. Here we go. All right, so it's brought to you today by Blue Water Adventures. They have these little cool little boats. They're called a Craig catamaran, and you can rent these starting from $155 for a couple hours. And it's a two-seater. It's got a little small 15-horse motor on the back, and they have 3 locations. One is in Hilton Head in South Carolina, St. Augustine, Florida, and now in the Keys, his newest location, located at Bass Pro Shop at the Bayside Marina. So they have sponsored tonight's gift card of $50. So one lucky person will win the gift card. There's rules though. You must be subscribed to SMT's channel and Carlos's channel and my channel and be active. Of course, if you're in the live stream tonight, you're active. Unless you're lurking and you don't post it. But we're going to draw a number, and then whoever wins, we're going to check, make sure they're subscribed to all 3 channels and they're active and everything. And they're going to win a card. It's always good that people is given this season. So can never have too much giving. So now let's see who's in here today. We got MS, Shay, Jarrett, Michael. Man, you guys have been chatting up like crazy. There's some questions. Okay, here's for tonight. Here's to win the gift card. Yeah, post that. And if you don't have the link, there's the link. You can hurry up and click so you don't miss out. And Josh is here. Big Lou up in Brooklyn. What's up there, Big Lou? We got Chad. Chad is here. Still praying for your losses. I know you said that before, that you had some family losses there, and praying for that everything's good for you. Isaiah's here. Dennis is on there. That's it. I'm leaving. Wow, you got a fan right there. Oh my God. And we got Barry Powered here. Hello there, buddy. And he might pop in here too. I sent him the link. We got Gene is also here. Let's see. Josh is laughing. Tim is here. How you doing, Tim? How's things in the magenta world out there? Everything going good?
What up, Tim?
Say hello. Everybody's saying hello. And then here's the most important comment of the day. Are you ready? And then we got Baby Yoda in here. Yeah, he won one of the gift cards on the Christmas party. Congratulations there, Baby Yoda. Yes, and he's one of the mods, and he does an excellent job, and he promotes all of our channels, so we really appreciate all of his hard work he does for us. And look at there, there's another winner. Ron B also won a gift card. Got Gene. We got the Racer Dotson. Hello, guys. Manny's here. We got a lot of loyal fans. We got 25 up in here already. Let's see. Who wants a damn iPhone? Ew. Oh, my gosh.
You know, I converted to iPhone, so.
That's all. So, Baby Yoda says, I got a skunk ape for Christmas. Oh. And if you notice up here in the corner, right over, let's see if I can get there.
Wait.
Oh, over there by Dennis's head.
Yeah.
We got a skunk ape over there. So he's going to be in here making sure everybody behaves and be nice and everything. And, you know, you don't want to end up like that alligator in his hand either. So he's going to eat the trolls when they come here too.
Man, how crazy would it be if someone from Timo actually watched this channel and actually end up taking your skunk ape ad and actually running with it?
Yeah, I probably should patent it, shouldn't I? I should. Then they couldn't steal it. But actually, since it's on here as content, they actually can't steal it, actually.
They'd have to pay you, what, royalties or something?
Copyright? Yeah, or get permission or some crap like that. Because I know everything you do on YouTube is protected, you know. Okay, we got, hey, Baby Yoda, Happy New Year 2022. Yeah, everybody, Happy New Year 2022. Manny says he's excited for the new 4mm single on chip new modems and more 5G bands for new phones. Yeah, that's one thing I'm excited for, is real 5G to come.
Well, I mean, the current phones. Well, you do your thing and I'll ask you the question. Go ahead.
And then Safa says, hi guys, Happy New Year. We got William here. Josh says, did you get any boats and hose for Christmas? I guess he's talking to Caleb on that one there. Thank you for the love there, Baby Yoda. All Caleb wants is some scallops. That's what he wants.
That's right.
There we go. We got Steve's here. Aloha. Steve, are you in Hawaii? I guess that's why he says aloha. Or maybe he just likes the word aloha. Cowboy is here. Dennis, did you give up your S21 Ultra for the iPhone, bro?
I had an S20 Plus, and I still have it, but I don't use it as my daily driver anymore. I've completely converted over to iPhone being my daily driver. In fact, to the point that unless I'm intentionally going out the network test, the iPhone is now the singular phone that's in my pocket with my main T-Mobile line, my AT&T secondary line, and lastly, of course, the Los Verizon line.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, Gene and all. Shay says, do you think C-band is going to be delayed by that? Oh, well, we beat that horse to death this past week already. So, yeah. There's several live streams about that and everything, too. So
RFK, I think you caught up mostly on most of the comments.
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask, touching back to what someone said earlier about being excited about the new system on chips and new 5G bands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the X60 modem pretty much supports all the bands that all the carriers need, with the exception of Dish when it comes to 5G at the moment.
It even has N53 with Globalstar.
Yeah, so I mean, if you get an X60 modem, you're going to be pretty spot on. I mean, there's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really any features that you're missing with like maybe like
yeah,
the exception of carrier aggregating millimeter wave. But I mean,
exactly.
honestly,
And if
millimeter
you
wave
can't
perform.
afford
Yeah.
the S22 Ultra when it comes out, you can always get a used S21 Ultra from somebody, or you can just subscribe to my channel when we get to 1,000 subscribers, and Carlos's channel and SMT's channel. When I hit 1,000, I'm going to give away my S21 Ultra, and then you can get it for free.
There you go. And it's a good one with
But
like 512 gigs of storage.
oh yeah, yeah, it's really good. So yeah, if you can't afford the S22, if you rock with the S21 and find a used one, or you find some that they're liquidating, you might be able to find some on Samsung's website still. They're dropping the price on it more and more every day, and they're going to try to get rid of everything when the S22 Ultra comes out.
But yeah, I mean, the X60 modem's been good. I mean, it had some problems in
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, but it seems to fixed. And anything that's going to come from next generation, although I'm excited for, is going to be very small in the grand scheme of things, especially for millimeter wave. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Yeah. I
then,
mean the future generations of modems is you're basically leaning more on you'll be leaning on a lot of carrier ag carrier ag band stuff like that. A lot of methodologies, especially when it comes to the low band and mid bands. We're trying to I don't want to say this lightly here. Make like a super carrier ag between like a low and a mid band, right? So you're kind of combining all those channels into one big huge melting pot.
Yeah, but
Version being, yeah, go ahead.
all that's not gonna. I mean, that's not all. All that's not gonna matter until the carriers go standalone on
Right,
their core.
right, yeah, yep,
And then
yeah,
also, as far as carrier ag goes, the X60 modem can do low band and mid band carrier aggregation
yep,
already. So
yep, yeah. We're actually we're making it as far as like future chipsets like the next 65 and future ones. We're trying to just squeeze as much capacity as possible to make room for millimeter wave.
but
absolutely. Yeah, the new phone, the S22 Ultra with that X65 modem's got a lot of new improvements in it, and it's going to be really geared up to really do some amazing gigabit speeds when real 5G comes out.
what's going to be big in China's where they have
Mm-hmm.
the specific specs for that millimeter wave carrier aggregation that they're
Oh
doing.
yeah, absolutely. Gene says, "I wish we could get Verizon 4G home internet." Well, as soon as they get their capacity fixed and everything, then that's all going to be coming out soon for sure. Hello, Fred. Welcome to the show. Is the S22 going to have the 8G1 SoC? Yes,
Are
sure
we sure
is.
about that? Because I heard rumors that
Mm-hmm.
Samsung was going to go Exynos this year round.
Nope, they're saying it's going to be the Snapdragon. Yeah, there is some rumors out there that says that, but until the
Till the
person
phone
has
comes out.
spoken, yeah,
Yeah.
until the fat lady sings, we won't know. When she starts singing, we'll know. It's like, hello. And then we got Hometown PC says, Happy New Year from Hometown Custom PC. Well, Happy New Year back. I think I can say about Verizon Wireless, you'll have to wait and see when we can get that 4G or 5G your location. Carrier and all the cell network equipment needs to support it, not just to carry the device. Yep. Yeah, we got to have a network. If we don't have a network, I mean, what good is it to have the most super duper modem you have on planet Earth? But if the tower sites ain't been fixed and upgraded the right way, then I mean, who even cares? Hello there, Keystone. Another great channel. You guys subscribe to him. He's got a really good channel. He does some tech stuff and live stream stuff. So make sure you go check him out.
Is he a
I was on.
Pennsylvanian boy like myself?
Yep. He's in Philly.
Thought so. Keystone State.
Yep.
That's what gave it
Yep.
away.
Yep. Yeah, he's did pretty good. He had a live stream. Carlos was on there, so he shared the link, and I jumped on there and we talked a little bit. So, yeah, he's doing really good over there. And we got here's the most important. Dump skunk. There we go. Oh, this thing moved on me. It says get in touch with me. You're close. We got to collab on a local video. Oh, okay. Can't wait, Verizon. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so what are we going to talk about next here? It's the end of
Well,
the year. Should we talk about the past 12 months or forget about it,
we
or just
can we
talk
could
about the future?
we could
I
do a
mean, we could.
recap on we could do a recap on the past 12 months. I mean, this year
Yeah,
a
exactly.
lot has actually happened despite people not necessarily remembering it
Absolutely.
all.
Yeah.
Do we want to start with the goods, the wins, or the bads? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's talk about the bad stuff first and then we'll kill it with good stuff. How's that sound?
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
the bad of this year is that this year has been a terrible year for data breaches.
Yeah. EU.
T-Mobile had two, both seeming to be somewhat massive in its scope of who's been affected, which is unfortunate. But it wasn't just T-Mobile that had data breaches. We had some MVNOs that had some major problems, like Visible, if you were up on
Yep.
that RFK, where
Oh
people were
yeah.
literally ordering phones on people's accounts and stuff like that. I want
Yeah.
to say Mint was affected by a data breach of some sort this year as well, which is why they started enabling 2FA.
Mhm.
Um, Boy, oh boy, there were so many data breaches this year that I'm honestly blanking, but those are like the big ones that I remember. Zero Cool or RFK, feel free to insert another data breach if I'm forgetting one here.
That's all I
Um,
remember.
yeah, I mean, yeah, these data breaches were bad. Um, that and the storms, right? There's especially what
Oh
happened
yeah.
in Texas. There's big storms, the hurricanes, the uh, recent ones, what just happened in Kentucky, stuff like that. So that's been bad.
Yeah,
What
it's been
else has been bad?
definitely a challenging year for sure.
5G has been bad this year.
Yeah. It's been bad for the last 2 years. I mean, geez. It just, I really wish the FCC would have regulated this 5G stuff because letting the carriers decide on what to put on their phone to identify the networks is just completely crazy because you can't trust the networks. The networks like to lie. And I'm not just singling one out here, I'm talking about all of them. They all lie on their maps. They lie about the symbol. They lie about sometimes the signal. It shows 5 bars, but they go and look in the signal in there, and it's like minus 115, and you
Well,
got 4 bars.
even if they
That's not even correct.
even if they did, we would just get an AT&T move where they, if you remember back in the 3G era when they had
Yeah,
4G, 4G, T-Mobile was guilty of this too. And then
exactly.
even now with AT&T doing 5GE, like, come on. Oh, what's up, Sneed?
Hey, bros.
Happy New
We're doing a little
Year.
recap on the year. RFK wanted to start with the bad of the year.
Of course he did.
So the two things that have come up so far was the data breaches were terrible this year, and it wasn't just T-Mobile, but Visible, and I talked about the
Yeah,
couple other ones.
sure.
And then now we were talking about 5G being bad this year.
Yeah. I mean, expectations were a little high this year. So, if this was 2019 and we got this, we would be thrilled, but yeah, I'd say expectations a little higher. So disappointment is there. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the disappointment in performance per se. It was more like the FAA just screwing the
Yeah.
pooch.
Mhm.
Also the fakeness of it, like we were talking about, like how there's just an icon, but it's not necessarily getting the performance that one would hope. I guess that goes into what you're talking about, but
Yeah. I mean, we still didn't
Absolutely.
get a latency change really. We're seeing
Yeah, and that's
we're
a
seeing
key for
pings
5G.
in the teens, which is decent, but it's not a 5G standard. You know.
Yep.
oh
Uh,
shucks. The only time I see pings in the teens is if it's standalone band 71 only, or if it's Verizon. Otherwise, I'm usually seeing ping time still in the 30s.
yeah.
You
So
mean the
not
fake
much.
standalone?
Yeah, not much has changed. And then how about the fact that only one carrier has wider bands for mid-band? So that
Yep.
leaves 250 million people without
Yeah.
a wide channel experience that's not millimeter wave,
Very
and
crazy.
yeah, it's unfortunate. So like we're hoping and some people are hoping that their data doesn't get breached and some people are hoping for real 5G, I guess.
What do you think, Caleb? What do you think is the worst thing of 2021 in
What's
technology
up, Zero
so
Cool? What
far?
up, Mang?
What up, man? I honestly, um, marketing. The marketing. That's
Too much.
I
The
just wanna be
deception and
honest.
lies.
Too much.
Marketing.
It's
Yeah.
heavy, bro. They're putting it on thick.
Marketing's
too thick.
okay
It
if
just
if it's truthful, it's okay. But if it's deception and lies, it's crazy.
Hey, Sneed, I got a question for you, man. You know, in the spaces we were talking about, like T-Mobile not having funds to deploy a network. I'm just curious, though, how much money in proportion to what they make actually goes to their marketing budget? Because I feel like they probably spend just as much, if not more, on their marketing than they do on their network.
I mean, some markets get $100 million annual.
Jesus almighty.
Some markets, right? So sometimes I think the investment is so they maintain their market position, and in some cases they might spend a little extra trying to gain in a place where they might be a little bit weaker, but they feel they have something there. Like for example, in my market, you're not going to see many T-Mobile commercials. They just don't have it here. There's a little bit of T-Mobile market share with Metro, but that's the prepaid. You don't advertise prepaid. If you're advertising in prepaid, you're losing money. You know, it's
Dude,
never been.
I get like 3 flyers
Yeah.
every week in my mailbox marketing T-Mobile home internet.
Wow.
Yeah. People are getting those in PA. I think any market that's getting a substantial upgrade in tower sites, they're gonna just go ahead and send those out. You know, they don't even care if it goes to fiber homes. They're sending them, which is crazy, right? You're like, why would anybody leave fiber? Well, according to Mike Sievert, people are leaving fiber for T-Mobile home internet.
What?
Yeah, that's what he says, dog.
That's some raccoonery buffoonery right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I ain't buying it, bro. If he thinks I'll believe that, I might as well buy the Brooklyn Bridge on discount, right?
You would have to hold me at gunpoint. You would have to hold me at gunpoint for me to go from fiber
Bro, nobody's doing
to
that.
fixed wireless.
Oh,
Exactly.
I knew that was
Nobody's
coming.
doing
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Brooklyn Bridge for 50% off on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh snap! That
Dude,
is some
it's-
crazy
But they
crap
say
there,
those
man.
things. They say those things because there's an outlier where somebody hates Comcast and somebody hates, Spectrum. They're like, forget these guys. I'm gonna save $20 a month. Yeah, so what? I'm gonna be losing 800 megabits per second down. Like, I hate my cable operator.
But we're talking about fiber, so like even
Bro, I'm
fiber is who
telling
I
you,
rag on.
I
dude,
literally found somebody on Twitter who told me they left fiber for T-Mobile home internet, and I asked why, and they said I hated my provider.
Listen, I don't like Verizon. You hear me rag on Verizon.
Yeah, but
all the
people will
time.
leave. People will leave Fios if it's not reliable. People will leave Altice. You know what they did to their uplink. There are people that had 40 megabits uplink, got it sliced in half, right, by Altice, by Optimum, and they went to T-Mobile home internet and they're getting 60 up. They left because of uplink, which is crazy.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
yeah.
Well, I was just
upload
gonna
is
say,
so
from a
important.
reliability standpoint, I was gonna say you hear me rag, and I still wouldn't switch from Fios.
Well, you
Yeah.
understand the gift of fiber, I think
Yeah,
everybody here
absolutely.
does,
I mean, yeah, fiber is going to be always more reliable than a wireless connection because if a skunk ape steps in front of the tower and blocks the signal, you're going to lose out.
It's like Planet of the Skunk Apes.
Planet of the skunk apes.
Let's switch to the good. I want to talk about the
Okay.
good.
Yeah, we got some good.
So one of the best things that's happened this year is plan improvements across the board. We got AT&T
absolutely.
Elite introduced, which in my opinion, and I'm emphasizing opinion, is the best unlimited plan for a postpaid consumer carrier on the market. AT&T
man.
Elite.
Yeah, I think it's the best. I think Magenta Max is right there, but I think this one's the best. I mean, I think Los Mobile is the gift that keeps on giving.
Well,
But
Yes.
you
That's
said
the
consumer
winner,
wire,
chicken
like
dinner right
traditional
there.
consumer, right? So
yeah.
yeah, I'm with you on that. The Elite, very
Yeah,
good.
obviously Los Mobile is a great option, and obviously as someone that is helping out with Carlos, I think it's a great option, hence the reason why I'm helping him.
Sure.
But
yeah.
if we're talking about traditional like consumer plans,
The Elite, man.
Elite is where it's
Yeah.
at, especially because AT&T gives out the discounts like they're candy. We got a heartbeat discount, ARP discount, your nurse discount.
Discount, teacher discount.
Dude, AT&T, that plan is great. I'm not a big fan of their extra plan, to be perfectly honest. I wish it didn't have the video cap, then I'd be more on board for it. And Starter is absolutely garbage in my eyes. But Elite is
There
fantastic.
are some people who are satisfied with starter plans. They get a good value, so they're happy.
I disagree with the value prop just because I know the prepaid pricing side of things. Like AT&T's prepaid plans give way better pricing and value compared to starter. Like
What's
they're
the starter on 4 lines ends up being like $23, dog.
starter for 4 lines on AT&T?
4 or 5 lines, I forget the discount rate. But
I'm
it's like
pretty sure 4 lines is like 120. Which would break down to about what,
30 bucks.
$30 a line.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't maybe I'm just off, but when I priced it,
oh, I'm off, dude. 4 lines is 35 a line, so 35 times 4 would be one.
I think there's a 5 line. Maybe it's with a certain discount. The starter comes down to like $22.75.
5 lines is $30 a line, which is where it camps out at for starter. Can't get more than 5
so
lines.
if you do if you have fiber and you do the wireless with them, they give you 25% off.
Yeah,
So it ends up coming down to like $23 when I
but
got
you
it
have
priced.
to do the bundling,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't want to necessarily. I mean, it's
So
a
the
fair
starter is
thing
better
to bring
than
up,
it's better than Essentials.
but
It's
is
better
it?
it's better than Verizon starter.
Oh, it's better than Verizon starter for sure because you get access to all the 5G
Bro,
flavors still. But
T-Mobile Essentials, you might as well just leave your phone at home. Like it's horrible.
is
I mean,
that
that's
because of the network being bad or because the plan being bad? I think it's because the
both.
network's bad.
What do you mean? What's great about the plan? What's your DPRIO data?
Well, AT&T starters also deprioritated. It's
Yeah, but
it's,
I've had prepaid like kosher wireless on AT&T and it was tremendous. Like
Wow.
that's a know nothing name prepaid operator. And it
That's
was
amazing.
great. I was getting like 100 megabits everywhere I was going.
Well, my main point is going back though. Like AT&T starter, I feel like is terrible value, especially considering on the AT&T prepaid side, they run that like actually good unlimited plan that basically has extra priority.
$75, right?
$50. They constantly have that thing on promo, dude.
Oh, they're still running the promo. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's big time value. Yep.
And then even if you don't want to do AT&T prepaid, bro, Cricket this year with the value 4 lines for $25 a piece, tax and fees included.
Dennis, you bring up a good point. Sometimes I find out what people are paying for certain lines and promos, and I'm like, man, you haven't been shopping around, dude. There's some killer plans out here.
Got that right.
So that's the reason why I'm harsh on AT&T starter because I just did the math. It would be $140 for 4 lines of starter versus $100 for the same type of plan on Cricket. Like that's why I'm harsh on
Is
starter.
Cricket still capping speed?
No, they did a revision. They're no longer capping the speed
I
anymore.
think they took that out. Yeah.
Dude, they had 3 megs on some plans. They had 8 megs on some plans. It was
the way it
terrible.
always went was 8 megs on LTE, 3 megs on HSPA plus. That's how Cricket used to do it, but thankfully they got rid of that, which is a godsend.
Yeah, that castrating those plans was horrible.
Zero Cool couldn't cut it on those plans.
No.
No, I mean I think for the good of this year, I think Starlink is a
Bro,
big hit.
You'd be
Oh,
out
yeah.
with the boats and the pros with 3 megabits a second. You couldn't do anything, dog.
No, not a 3 meg. No, no.
Starlink, huh? I hear some people are
Yeah,
getting
absolutely.
400 megabits on Starlink right now in some places.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
They just added 2 sets of satellites too, and when the Starship starts going up, the Starship's going to have 450 satellites per.
You hear what
launch.
Elon said though, Ricky? Because of these launches, what he's been saying, he said he might go bankrupt, dude.
I
He
don't
needs
believe
money. I guess
don't
this
believe
this
that.
Starlink thing is really expensive, man.
It is expensive.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Well, he's losing money on the dish kits because it's like $1,300 to make.
Oh,
each
he's got the
dish
pricing
kit.
down on it, Rick.
and he's that's $1,300 now, but it was like almost $2,000. The version
Yeah.
3 they chopped it down to like $1,300 a unit.
No,
now.
it's cheaper now. The newest ones that are going to be coming out are down to like $500 bill of materials.
Oh, I
So-
read somewhere that said 13 was the version 3, but okay.
Whichever, maybe it's not out yet. Then the newest, the one that's coming to market, I guess. Whatever this newest
Yeah,
version is going to be
version
called.
3 with the square dish is out now.
Okay, and what's the bill of
They're
materials on
shipping
that?
it. When I read it was like $1,300. The round dish was $1,500 to manufacture it.
Yeah, that's been a killer. That's been hard.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
only
there's no
and he's
way that
charging a
dish.
$500 deductible on that. So
Yeah,
like,
there's no way that kit is going to get down to $500 price.
they're
even at
talking
his
about
cost.
getting one down to 500. Man, I don't know when.
Well, I don't know how they're going to do that, but
Talking about Starlink.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean Starlink. Look, I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but Starlink, in my eyes, serves three main like purposes. Okay, one is it's a band-aid right now for the most rural of Americans for connectivity purposes.
Absolutely.
Two is I do think it has a long-term opportunity to service certain commercial applications, like say for example
True.
Wi-Fi on planes.
Yep.
And then three, expanding a little bit outside of just the US for a moment, I think Starlink is a great opportunity to keep people connected globally, like specifically like say on the oceans, for
Absolutely.
example.
Yep.
Those are what I think Starlink really should be geared towards. I don't see it be like this home internet replacement for just everyone, to be honest. Like I don't see it being as an actual viable option for most of suburban America that's already connected with a traditional cable operator and
It's
will likely
actually-
also get in
right.
41.
That's actually like the worst case situation. Like anybody who lives in a city should not be on Starlink. Like that says more about the infrastructure or the providers in that area. That would be embarrassing. Say for
Very
example,
true.
before I got fiber, what if Cox remained my only provider for the next decade? I would have had to have ordered Starlink. There's no way I was going to stay with Cox.
Well, you would have
No
stayed
way.
with the you had the T-Mobile home internet and the Verizon home internet that you could have used, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I could have, yeah, it would have been some kind of fixed wireless access. There was no way in hell I was going to stay with Cox. No way.
But look, I'm excited that Starlink is a thing. I really would prefer that most money that if the government's going to use infrastructure money, I'd prefer it going to like actual like real
Fiber.
infrastructure.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you. Because remember, fiber gets monetized twice. Fiber goes to home. Fiber goes to business. Fiber goes to towers. Fiber goes to CRAN. Fiber goes to small. Like, go ahead, monetize it to everybody. Sell it to Google. You know, like sell them access to run their Google fiber. You know, who cares? Just monetize the hell out of it so it becomes cost effective and more companies are incentivized to deploy.
What's up,
Viv.
Vivian? Thanks for making the stream.
We got Viv, we got Ryan, we got Custom PC. Zeke is here. Good to have you all.
To all the
Maybe
new
Yoda.
faces, by the way, if you enjoy seeing my personal face, you can find me on the Best Phone Plans channel on YouTube. Tomorrow I'll be doing a stream here with Sneed and Technoid. So definitely recommend checking it out. Also want to take a quick moment to shamelessly plug a promo that we're doing on Lois Mobile's website as we're talking about good things this year, because I think this is also part of the good things. But on Lois Mobile USA, we're doing a fantastic promo on our T-Mobile access where you can get 4 lines of our Magenta plan for $100. You can also get 1 line for $40. I'm just double confirming.
Are we doing? Are these the promos?
Yes, these are the promos. So yeah, 1 line of Magenta for 40, 4 lines for 100. For Magenta Max, we're doing 2 lines for $100 or 1 line for $55. And these are promos that are available on LosMobileUSA.com.
Mods, can we get a summary on those and put that right there in the live chat?
Yeah, these are limited time runs. Once the quantity sells, that's it. But it's just a very aggressive promo for the holidays. I highly recommend anyone that likes the T-Mobile network but doesn't want to go through T-Mobile directly, check it out. You'll find it under the holiday special.
That's right, brother.
Can never have too many specials.
I think this is the first meaningful one that Los has done. Like, I'm talking on a massive scale. These are the most aggressive prices I think you're going to find.
I'm proud of these promos. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I
Well,
think they're
Steve, you
priced
should
to
be
sell.
proud. You helped us make them.
Very
Sneed
true.
using the old noodle, you know.
Absolutely.
Price to sell.
So, Caleb, what do you think the good things happened in 2021? I don't know if you answered that or not. I don't think you did.
Starlink.
I mean, yeah, besides Starlink, like we have, rapid expansion of Verizon small cells, AT&T small cells, right? The small cell game,
Right?
the layered approach is, or the real layered approach, I should say, is how to build a good quality network. We see that. We see that great throughput in cities. Carlos has been live streaming. Sneed has shown speed tests. I think that's a huge improvement of what we had over last year, right? We've seen also. I think AT&T has given businesses, homes, their fiber expansion. We see more customers getting hooked up to fiber, right? So I like to see more of that. But I think that's been a huge improvement this year versus last. So.
Anybody thankful for T-Mobile Tuesdays? You getting some hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries?
No.
Actually, you know what? I did get something I did like from T-Mobile Tuesdays this year.
It was the blanket, wasn't it?
Please don't say the thong.
It was the blanket.
How did you know, bro?
I knew it was the fucking blanket. I knew it.
How did you know?
I knew you would enjoy it. You probably put the blanket right over your beard, dude. I already know.
Well, it's kind of small, but it's just good enough that you can kind of like wrap it around your shoulders.
Bro, you wear it as a cape. Stop playing.
Yeah,
bro.
you wear it as a cape, the magenta cape. You fly around like, all right, I'm Never Ray. I'm going to
you know what's funny? You know what's funny is I have from head to toe T-Mobile gear from the T-Mobile Tuesdays over the years. I got different pairs of T-Mobile socks. I got a T-Mobile hat. I got a T-Mobile T-shirt.
Where's the thong, dog?
Man,
That's the only thing I'm missing.
You got more gear than I got.
I know. He got the onesie and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Well, I think the ones you had to purchase, I didn't buy that. It was all the free stuff. I got a T-Mobile umbrella.
What?
Damn. Making it rain.
Dude, they gave out a T-Mobile umbrella one year.
Holy cow. Jeez.
Ricky, you didn't get the memo, dog?
No, I try to stay away from that stuff. It's contagious.
Listen. I told you I've been a loyal T-Mobile customer for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
He probably started on the Simple Choice plan.
I did. I started on Simple Choice back when they had Rhapsody before it became Napster, and then it became Simple Choice North America, and then one T-Mobile One came out. And I was on the One Plus plan where they did like the special promo for One Plus back when that was a thing for the longest, and just rocked that until the whole shaboodle happened where I had my like hour-long rant.
Shaboodle?
Yeah, what the hell is a shaboodle, dog?
That's a shaboodle. Is that kind of like a little poodle that's yapping?
A series of unfortunate events that always happens when you have T-Mobile do anything that touches your account.
Oh, snap.
That is a shaboodle. Yeah.
Well, I only lasted 1 year with T-Mobile, so.
Ricky, what kind of account did you have? Prepaid or postpaid?
No, I had Metro, actually.
And it wasn't good?
Prepaid.
And it wasn't good? No?
Because I'm a broke bee, so I can't have postpaid, That's what they say anyways.
Well, no, I mean, everybody's got a different situation. So when you had Metro, which plan did you have?
The best one they had, the unlimited.
Did you get the one with the Amazon, Google One?
Back in the day, it had the.
See, that was actually a good plan. I mean,
that was the only thing good for service I could say, actually.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if the service is good, then that's what you really need.
Service only good if I was within a half mile of the tower.
Yeah.
You get a mile away, it's like the skunk apes to get you.
Well, they didn't build out the N71 at the time?
No, are you kidding me? You know how many N71 towers are in the Keys?
They need it on every site.
Four.
No.
Out of 126 miles of towers.
So they got like one every 7th or 8th site, maybe?
Yes.
That's terrible.
Crazy.
That's actually insane.
I
honestly, I don't know. We gotta stay on the positive. Okay, we gotta stay positive. All right. So going back to this year though, this year has been massive for plans for consumers across the board. Postpaid had some big movement. Prepaid had some massive movement. How about the deal Mint Mobile ran this year, where it was
3 months?
Free additional months free plus like $100 for a referral. That was insane.
Crazy value.
Ciova, if you want to come in here, send me a DM. I'll send you the link.
Dude, we saw some pretty good traction on the Verizon side of things. I mean, US Mobile finally got support for a lot of the features on like ultra wideband finally, which was exciting. Man, I wish Stetson was here because he knows the prepaid space even better than I do.
Yeah, he does.
But
he knows the plans.
It's been a good year for plans and access. Even Boost was exciting. They got the AT&T SIM this year, right?
Oh yeah, that's a great thing. Yeah, dump the skunk.
So that was good for Dish and Boost customers.
Absolutely.
Man, what else, man? Anybody got any thoughts on anything else that's good besides the plan improvements this year?
Well, I think
Well,
CapEx is really starting to hit a pace now that the carriers are filling in coverage gaps. I think
I got one.
capacity is being
One important
addressed.
thing.
Yeah.
The auctions.
Oh, the C-band auctions.
The
C-band
auctions.
auction was last
We
year.
got Spectrum. Finally,
do
in
have-
2021, we got expect. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we do have Spectrum coming to market. That's good.
Yeah, the most important thing. Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, I think it has to be commended. A couple of things actually when it comes to the Spectrum. So, Verizon's building out millimeter wave. They have
Yep.
committed. They're doing 15, 16, 17,000 sites annually. So that means cities are getting more sites, and then new cities are getting added. All right. So you've got we've already talked about the commitment to the small cells, but yeah, I think Ricky's right to celebrate that. It's Spectrum, dude. That's what we've needed.
Yeah.
They
Well,
want
dude,
to
I
fix
think
wireless
that's
access
like
and
the
home
best
internet
thing
and
we
stuff.
had in 2021, actually.
Well, dude, Sneed,
Yeah.
I'm going to be putting Verizon to a legit test. I don't think I messaged you, but I decided that I'm going to fly down to Denver to see Stats, and that's going to be the move. Save
Oh,
time.
nice.
sweet.
Bearded
Save
Dragon's
time.
out there too. You better look him up, Brad.
You're going to
Yes.
go skiing?
I don't know what we're going to be doing specifically. Probably eating food and doing some vlogs for the Patreon members, and then speed testing.
Well,
of
one
course.
thing I would say, you got to be careful when you get there. You have to be very, very careful when you get there because there's a lot of skunk sightings in that area.
Yeah, but T-Mobile's supposed to be good based off what Stetson told me out there, especially in Longmont.
okay.
So,
All right.
but
you never know. If you come across one, they're up on a tower eating fiber and you disturb them, they may attack you, bro.
no. The reason why I'm bringing it up though is because on the topic of millimeter wave, Verizon has millimeter wave at the airport, which I never got to test because you had to kind of go to the airport to test it. So
Oh, yeah.
I have a real reason to see it, and not just that airport, but I have a layover at another one, which I won't name just to be safe, and then I'll test it at different airports. So that'll be fun. And also on the topic of millimeter wave, dude, Verizon's come a tremendous way when it comes to improving the range.
Yeah.
And they're being very modest about it. Like Pittsburgh is not a millimeter wave city, but I can tell you with a straight face, I keep seeing more and more and more of that UW icon every day.
They
It
did
is
the same
insane.
thing with Vegas, Dennis. The same thing.
Yep.
Is Vegas a millimeter wave city or no?
It is. Well, it is
Yeah.
now, but when they first started building it, Carlos is like, it's everywhere, and they haven't even made it official yet. They didn't make mine official till, I want to say maybe December 2019, but I was testing it in June. You know,
Yeah,
so-
Verizon's being modest.
Yeah, they don't blow at the.
They don't go
like,
bragging on stuff like
Yeah.
who does.
Yeah, they're very different. Denver equals beer. Battery
Oh,
beer.
I'm definitely looking forward. If we meet up with Bearded Dragon, I know Bearded Dragon enjoys a good craft beer like me.
I
And,
sent him the link. I don't know if he'll pop in here tonight.
and I would definitely enjoy having a brewski with the
Oh,
Bearded
yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah, the Bearded Dragon is a very cool guy. When I was in CES in Vegas, when I was out there with Carlos, I got to actually eat breakfast with him. We stayed at the same hotel, so yeah, it was really, really cool to meet him in person, and he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, and then I'll be making my way down to Vegas during the same trip too to go see Carlos
There you go.
and crew.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna have a blast down there.
I
Make
was
sure he takes you to the Thai food place and gets you some of the hottest, spiciest Thai food.
well. Fun fact: I love spicy food. I actually lived in Korea for a month, and also lived,
okay.
and then I also lived in Thailand, or not lived in Thailand, but went to Thailand for a week. So I've actually had traditional like Thai and Korean food.
I love that stuff. Yeah, we went there, and the lady says, she goes, well, I said I want it spicy. She goes, well, which kind of spicy? I said, spicy as you got. And then Carl's like, what? No, Ricky, you don't understand. And she goes, no, you don't want the spiciest. I go, yes, I do. She goes, no, you don't understand. I go, yes, I understand. No, you don't understand. Yes, I understand. She goes, okay, but I'm
Did
just
she put it
warning
on
you.
the side at least?
No, they
Oh,
made
shit.
my meal with it.
Okay.
And they come out there, they sat down there, and I started, and she was just looking at me like I was crazy.
Listen. In
Ricky's
Korea,
a freak of nature.
they had I loved or in Korea I was a big fan of curry, and there was a place that was aptly named Korea, but spelled like
wow.
curry style.
That's
Anyway,
cool.
they served Japanese style curry, and they had the level 1 through 5 heat. I got the level 5 heat, and
What'd it do to you, Dennis?
well, I'll be honest. The first time,
How long went the toilet for?
for the first time, it surprised me a little bit because I wasn't expecting it. Because normally, like
Yeah,
Americans,
he
you know,
asked for number 5, bro, and he wasn't expecting it.
well, I wasn't expecting it to actually be as hot as it was. Now I still ate it. Now every other time after that, I had it like constantly because it was right outside the Osan Air Force Base, which it was my favorite place to go for a snack when I was. That's because I was living on the base with a buddy of mine. So that's
Did you get
why.
the number 4 after that, or did you stick with the 5?
No, I stuck with the 5. It was really
All right.
flavorful and good.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You went to a 5.5.
What?
He's like, we need to kick it up a notch.
Nah, it was a good level of heat, and I mean, you could ask for extra heat, but I definitely stuck with just a normal 5. But it
Man,
was
what
good.
is wrong with you people? Extra heat?
Extra heat, baby.
Listen,
Yeah.
Carlo.
Turn
Or,
yourselves inside
sorry,
out.
listen, Sneed.
How can you taste your
Sneed.
food?
Sneed.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I used to keep ghost peppers in my pantry for making chili.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Now we're
Well,
talking.
I mean, chili, I think does need to be pretty spicy. So
heck yeah. We don't need.
I'm saying, but ghost peppers, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
not
I love ghost
habaneros,
peppers.
not jalapenos.
Yeah.
Ghost peppers.
I have ghost pepper sauce right here at the house right now.
Speaking of hot sauce, by the way, I didn't think about this, but for Christmas, one of my buddies as a gag got me a bottle of hot sauce.
Yep. Yeah. Have you guys ate at Hooters before?
Oh, of course.
Okay. What level heat do you get at Hooters?
The hottest.
911 call the paramedics.
I don't think
That's
they
what
had
it's
no.
called. That's
I don't
what
think
it's
they.
called.
I don't think they had 911 called the paramedics when I went there. It was like I went
Oh,
to dude. The last time I was at Hooters, I think I was 16 years old.
you
What?
humans and your hot sauce.
I'm not joking. It would have been back in like 2013. Was the last time I was at a Hooters? It was down in Ocean City. It was probably one of my only times I went to a Hooters.
Wow. Well,
Oh, dude,
when I
wait,
was
hold up. I need to show this to Sneed real quick. Hold up.
Okay.
Sneed, are you familiar with? Oops, sorry. Anderson's Candies.
No, is that a local shop?
Yeah,
in
dude, it's
Pittsburgh?
made in Baden, PA, bro. Just it's right outside of like Aliquippa area.
So we got something like that here. It's called Mally's. It's a local area chocolate factory. They do like chocolate covered pretzels and grapes and strawberries and stuff like that.
Dude, their chocolate covered pretzels are out of this world. I told RFK, I was like, you might not know them, but like they're infamous throughout Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
If anybody else is in the Pennsylvania area, I want to know if you've heard of Anderson's chocolates, because like honestly, their chocolate covered pretzels are like freaking crack, dude. They're really good.
Yeah, when I went to Hooters, I got the 911 call the paramedics on my shrimp and my chicken wings. The lady brought it out, and I was on Fort Lauderdale Beach. You know, you're eating outside basically right there. They put the stuff down on my table right here. The wind's blowing in off the beach, right? There was a table downwind from where she set it. The vapors coming off that stuff hit them. They all teared up, and they all started having snot and boogers coming out of their nose, just like they've been pepper gassed.
That's
And they were like, "What?" They was like, "What the hell's going on? What is that? What is that?" I go, "Oh, that's just my hot stuff here over here."
Listen,
And then
Ricky.
they had to move them to another table.
Listen, Ricky.
And I'm
Have you
sitting there
ever?
going like this. I'm
Ricky,
eating
you're a
like crazy.
dick. You know that. You always ruin everybody's dinners with your hot ass food.
No, hold on. Ricky,
That's
have you
just
ever
my
had
friend
Quaker
over
steak
there.
and lube? Ricky, have you ever had
I've
Quaker
heard
steak
of
and
it.
lube?
I've heard of it. That's some hot
Okay.
shit.
Yeah,
heard
no,
of it.
I did the Atomic Hot Wing Challenge when I was
Yeah.
like maybe 17 or 18.
Yep.
And when you complete the challenge, they hook you up with a free shirt and you get your picture put up on the like the Hall of Fame
Right.
like thing.
There
But
was a
they came out-
TV series that had the guy that traveled all over to the hot, spiciest places across America. I watched that series. That
But
was one of them
also-
that was on there.
But also, they came out with a new triple Atomic Hot Wing Challenge, which I have not done. But if you like spicy, I recommend going to Quaker Steak. It's fantastic. And also, they used to have like a buffet style thing, which I don't think they do anymore, unfortunately. But like, I think it was like on like Tuesdays or something. It was like buffet style wings. You could literally try all their different wings.
Oh,
Dude, they
wow,
got a
okay.
great selection of stuff. With one of my favorites being like this Louisiana style hot wing that they had. It was just really
I love
it wasn't
Louisiana
spicy,
hots.
like it wasn't super
Yeah.
spicy by any means, but it was very
Yeah.
flavorful.
That's exactly right. The Cajun food is very flavorful and spicy together. I spent 5 years down there when I was a paramedic, so
See, I wanna
learned
go down
the
to
Cajun food's so good. Yum.
See, I want to go down to New
New
Orleans
Yep, that's where we're
to
at.
to actually try some proper like jerk
Yep.
chicken. Like I've had jerk chicken before, but I want to
Yep.
go down to New Orleans, and also I
Yep.
want to get some. I think it's
It's
called
New
gumbo.
Orleans. You
I
got
think it's called gumbo, right?
Oh yeah,
Gumbo.
gumbo's good too. Yeah, it's like
Then it's
soup.
on that jerky jerk, you know.
Yeah.
And you guys are crazy. I'll just stick to scallops. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I want flaming
Are
scallops.
you a
though.
New Englander? Zero cool.
No, I mean like the Patriots, like Tom Brady, but
No, but like, are you
Oh,
from the state of New
terrible.
England? Like,
No.
are you a New? Okay.
You're the
No.
worst. Zero cool. We hate you.
Oh gosh.
sorry.
Well, I guess it's better than being a Cleveland Clowns.
Hey,
though.
hey, hey, hey.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I forgot you live in the CLE.
Listen,
Blasphemy.
Sneed. I just watched a football game recently. Over Christmas, the Browns were playing.
Yeah, let's not talk about it, dog.
But what's up with the new Browns uniforms, dude?
They're terrible.
Oh snap!
Yeah, but the problem is the product on the field, not so much the jerseys, dog.
I know, but I don't watch football that frequently.
They could play in torn up tank tops. I wouldn't care. Just win the damn game.
Well, dude, if they played in torn off tank tops, man, I think more people will be supporting the Cleveland Browns.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
question.
Everybody's
SMT.
belly be dangling out and shit. Bunch of
Yeah,
out-of-shape
here's the
players.
question here. Does the Cleveland Browns perform better or worse than 5G?
Worse.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns are low band 5G, dog.
Oh, they're low band 5G.
They're
God.
uninspiring with no MIMO tech
Well, not as you know what's sad is
and a
they're
lack
not
of
doing
backhaul.
they're not doing as bad as our Steelers this year, man. The Steelers are also stinking up the room.
Your quarterback is like 7,000 years old, and he's like,
7,000.
yeah, and he's a convicted criminal. I mean, what do you want better than that? At least our
So-
quarterback hasn't been to jail for
So you saying when he
being a
farts,
sexual
dust comes out?
deviant. What's that?
But
So you saying when he
Cleveland is
farts,
like
dust
2G
comes out?
edge running on the field.
Oh, good. I'm out of here, dog. I'm out,
Oh,
man.
2x.
Nah, dude, get it correct. They're 1x EVDO. Get it right.
Oh my God, that's cruel.
Yeah, this is.
All right, well, there's a question here. Let's answer this question here. We don't want to leave our fans behind here. Chad says, "What do you guys think of the Get More Unlimited plan from Verizon?"
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss everyone off, but I think all of
Uh-oh.
Verizon's plans suck.
Oh snap! Unless you're on Lost Mobile, right, with the unlimited.
Right, but I'm saying like postpaid Verizon, all of their plans are, in my personal opinion, garbage. Like I don't care about any of the streaming services or any of the other stuff that they're throwing in. They got somewhat paltry priority data caps in comparison, especially in comparison to the other two postpaid carriers that I'm comparing them against. And I think it's a real shame.
Hey, somebody's got to be third place, Dennis.
And it also really, and what makes me even the most upset of all is their start plan doesn't even include millimeter wave access. You have to pay like an extra $10 on their start plan. Like what the hell?
Stupid.
So in my opinion, Verizon postpaid plans trash. And I just want to put it on record for anyone that says I don't get a lot of comments saying it, but for anyone that says that I'm a big old T-Mobile supporter and AT&T lover, I equally trash every company for their faults. I keep that same energy.
Yeah, that's why everybody calls me opinionated and biased and all that kind of stuff. But if you watch any of my live streams, you'll see that's not true. And my comments, because when I see a AT&T 5G test and it's fake 5G, I call it out.
He does.
If it's Verizon and it's fake 5G, I call it out. So everybody gets the love from RFK.
On the Verizon side, and also starting on the Verizon side, I can't honestly think of a good reason to pick a postpaid plan from them. Like the only reason you would do it, is for the priority, and that is it. Outside of that, though, US Mobile offers a tremendous value.
Yes.
Oh, actually, if priority is important, and I know Sneed's going to be rolling in his chair when I say this, but Xfinity Mobile, Stetson did a test with Xfinity Mobile. If you have a 5G capable phone, you do get priority data, and it's better priced than what Verizon is charging. Did you see that, Sneed?
Yeah, I think it's but it has to be one of their tiered plans. It can't be the unlimited.
No. The unlimited, if you have a 5G capable device, gets true priority data.
Oh, okay. It was pretty.
That was a result that Stetson found out, and that was confirmed when we talked to our, or when he talked to our, I
feel
guess
like Total
PR
Wireless.
person.
Total Wireless was functioning like that too.
Yeah, so like honestly, like if you're looking for a cheap plan but need priority data, and you don't want to do like Los Verizon or whatever,
you got to have their home internet service to qualify for it, right?
Yeah, that's the only downside. Yeah, you got to be an Xfinity customer, but they are it's not like they're not the biggest ISP in this whole country with a monopoly in most
Yeah, that's
regions.
facts. What you think
Yeah.
they serve every major market in the country?
I know they're in 39 states,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
pretty.
think they have a subscriber count of something like 32 million internet broadband customers.
Sounds about right. Yeah, they got a lot.
And then if you don't have Xfinity, you probably have Spectrum, which also has their own flavor of Spectrum Mobile, which is very similar to Xfinity Mobile.
You know they have like 6 million customers now between
Spectrum?
the two of them.
Oh,
Spectrum.
60 million, you said?
6 million wireless customers between Xfinity and Spectrum Mobile.
Well, dude, if you remember, this is a long time ago, but you were downplaying cable's involvement. I was the one that was like, no, cable's going to be big.
I didn't see them being able to convert until I saw the market responding. I was like, wait a minute. They just added 200,000 subscribers in their first quarter. I'm
Dude,
like,
I called it.
holy crap. I was like, it was that easy because all they had to do was sell the service cheaper than Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, and customers are going to be like, yeah, I'll just bundle and save money. And then when they added the multi-line discount, it was a slam dunk. Their growth was going to continue.
Dude, I called it. I called it all day. And
Yeah,
it's because of the bundling.
I figured, like myself, like I hate my cable ISPs, right? So like, why I want to give them the least amount of money as possible. Like they can go penetrate themselves. Like I don't want to give them a dime,
snap.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that I have that same kind of energy with Verizon, like, but I mean, I don't know. It just makes sense for the average day consumer that cares about price. It makes sense. Like if I was a smart person, like if I didn't have an unhealthy anger towards Verizon Wireless, because I admit it's a personal bias. But if I didn't have that, it would make financial sense for me to switch to Verizon, take advantage of the extra $30 discount off my Fios bill, and get that $15 off the cell phone bill. Like that would make perfect sense.
So
I just
most
have an unhealthy
expensive plan
hatred.
would drop to like what, $75?
Yeah, I think their cell phone bill. Yeah, that would be $75. Then my Fios bill would drop down to $35.
Oh wow.
If I didn't have an unhealthy hatred for Verizon, that would make the most financial sense.
Unhealthy, dog.
Hey, I admit it's a personal bias and a character flaw in the same way
Have you seen what how he feels about AT&T?
No.
Dude, it's fierce, man. It's kind of like, what I got going on with,
Cox?
Cox Communications, bro. Trash.
Yeah, what you got going on with Cox is what I got going on with Verizon, except I still swallowed my pill and bought their Fios product because fiber is still fiber, no matter how much I hate the company.
Yeah.
So we all have our personal vices is the wrong word. What's the word for like a character fault in a character?
A character
deficiency?
flaw?
Yeah, we all have our character flaw. There's a word for it, but I'm losing the word. Maybe like Achilles heel. Mine's Verizon. Yours is Cox. For Pete, it's
Kryptonite, man.
AT&T.
Hey, we all have our Randall Stevensons, okay?
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
snap.
But
Randall.
even though I hate Verizon, you did see this year 5G ultra wideband, especially since Carlos was kind enough to allow me to test Los Verizon.
Oh, wow.
I admit I was wrong. I was a little bit of a hater about ultra wideband, but I saw the light. 5G ultra wideband is a fantastic thing, and I wish more people had connectivity to it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have it down here. I haven't got a chance to test it yet, but maybe someday.
But do we have any other good things that we want to talk about from this year in the
Well, we
wireless?
want to talk about. Well, yeah, we talked about 2021. Now let's talk about 2022. So let's just do that. This
Mike,
is the end
Mike
of the year.
Sievert,
We'll talk
Mike
about
Sievert
the old,
out, dude.
Oh,
Mike
yeah,
Sievert
yeah.
out.
and Neville the Pebble out.
Well, I don't think Neville even really matters at this point. I think Mike's got to go. I think, hey, and honestly, man, I think Hans got to go too, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, what's so great about what's going on at Verizon right now?
I mean, well, I'll tell you one thing that's good. They're reinvesting in Fios.
Yeah. Well,
That's
good.
huge.
Yeah, that
2022 is
huge.
going to be huge for Fios, and I'm happy because they forgot about it for like, I don't know, half a decade.
They've been neglected and eclectic.
Oh, snap. Well, Fred Williams says Hooters. He says, laughing out loud, fake like 5G. And we know what he's talking about on the top side there.
Listen, Hooters is a thing. Dude, if we're talking about next year, man, I mean, putting it bluntly, if C-band gets delayed, I don't know if there's anything that's going to be good to look forward to next year.
Yeah,
Besides maybe
C-band-
the new phones.
Yeah, C-band
That-
would be the
that's
highlight
it.
of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing actually. But hey, we made it this far with LTE Plus, right?
Another year of LTE plus.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have more mid-band spectrum auctions. I'm kind of excited for the 2.5
DoD,
auction.
the DoD
Yeah,
spectrum
DoD.
is going to be available mid-year too. The
Yep,
3.4.
Sneak, can I say something
Yep.
controversial? But I want to get opinions from around the table here.
Listen,
I'm gonna
man,
say
you got to get that authority. That authority lies with Ricky, bro. That's not my call to make. You want to get
As
controversial?
long as the YouTube
go.
crybabies don't take me down.
All right, well, here we go. In all sincerity, with how 5G has been going, do you think it would have been better off for the carriers just to take the spectrum that they got, T-Mobile included, and just put it on LTE with how things are going?
Yep, I agree.
Wait,
And the
why?
reason why, well, here's the thought process behind that. Okay, 3 parts.
Except for ultra wideband.
Well, 3 parts real quick. One is because everybody has an LTE capable device, which means the benefits would have instantly reached everyone, essentially. 2 is because basically LTE, because it's so mature and stable, I feel like the engineering behind it would have been more effective when executing in theory, since it's already been
I
well
totally agree.
established.
All right, so here's the problem with that. The carrier that has the spectrum is T-Mobile. They don't do more than 3 carrier aggregation, from what I could see. Therefore, they wouldn't be utilizing all the spectrum assets they have. Because remember, LT carriers, I think they top out at 20 megahertz the last I checked. So they would be aggregating 60 megahertz,
Yeah, 5-way carrier aggregation like AT&T.
but they don't do 5-way carrier aggregation. They do 3 carrier aggregation. So you wouldn't even get to that
Yep.
100 megahertz bandwidth. So
And
they,
with all the old phones with LTE modems, it can only do 3 carrier. Is the other problem?
yeah,
No,
so
there's a lot of phones that can do 5-way carrier
no,
aggregations.
there's phones that do it, but my point is to
The flagships.
properly, like, we got an engineer here in the house and he'll tell you, like, the optimization with 5G allows them to do more with the spectrum. So leaving it on LT makes no sense. I'm actually surprised Verizon's not publicly commercially dabbling the CBRS on NR.
But basically, we already have LTE Plus with the 5G icon. That's what the problem is. They spent the money on everything to do nothing.
But I mean,
what are you mad at the vendors? I don't understand. You can't be mad at the carriers. They bought the
Well,
spectrum.
I blame the carriers. I truly
Really?
do blame the carriers. Yes.
See, I'm on the vendors on this one. I'm
Well,
on the
that's
vendors
true.
with
I
the
mean,
network
the
cores.
carriers can only do what the vendors give them. If the vendors
Yeah.
don't give them what they
I mean,
need
we're
to
buying
do it
new
right,
phones every year, Ricky, so it ain't us.
That's true. Yep.
But I mean, I guess my thought process was just that, like, since 5G is clearly not performing, it's clear that, like, the infrastructure is just not there for T-Mobile to take advantage of it, right? Would
Well,
they
the
have been
real-
better off just...
The bigger issue for T-Mobile is just tower density. They don't really have the grid to properly call it a 5G network. Like,
Right.
you simply cannot put a tower site that far apart and have a de-emphasis of small cells. It won't be great until they have those things.
That's all right.
You know,
That's
so
right. You have
and
to
look,
have a
we were talking to somebody earlier in the spaces, and he told me backhaul doesn't matter.
Talking about someone that starts with an E?
Yeah.
Okay.
well. That's exactly why I
So
wasn't in there.
if that's the approach, then people don't care.
Yeah,
You know,
they don't care.
I'm screaming from the top of the mountain. We need to densify,
Yeah, exactly.
and they're
Me
saying
too.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
And
fine.
then-
I'm like,
but here's the thing,
really?
Steve. Who's the first person to bitch because their shit slows down, the stream stops, or it's buffering, or
No,
I can't watch porn, or
but
I can't do this, I can't
they-
do that. Who's the first person that bitches?
But they say it's fine that it buffers. They don't
That's
care.
crazy.
They say it's
completely
fine.
bonkers.
Everything's good. I don't.
Zero
Yeah, I
cool,
mean,
since
you
yeah.
you need density, right? That's obviously important. Density, capacity, right? So, I think, Dennis, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you, because, with there's no way unless you're dealing with dishes, doing no way to get to SA without NSA first having happened, right? There's, with 5G, you have beamforming, beam to edge, right? You have a lot of optimizations going on with
Mhm.
5G. You actually have about 3 times as more to work with and to do as far as like heart parameters, RAN, than an LTE signal. And it's just going to take, once SA actually kicks off in 2023, it's just going to be, again, more optimizations, more modifications going in the network. So to tweak it, to build clusters of sites to optimize performance for a certain region or certain market, stuff like that, you really need to get the ball rolling and get it going fast. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's just you're talking about like going from like a Model A Ford to like a Ferrari, right? So it's going to take a lot of optimizations and a lot of planning. And if you think about it, next year and the year after that, we're going to be really, all the carriers are going to kick off the build plans, right? The national build plans. So if you think about mass scale RF configurations, market performance, stuff like that. So you're going to realize the 5G advantages, especially when it comes to beamforming in those years.
The only reason why I said that statement, okay, is because, and I mean this sincerely, my experience with 5G for the most part is I go away walking away thinking I wish the carriers never touched that cell site. That's typically my experience. And this is not just T-Mobile exclusive. This is AT&T. Like, yes, there are sites where NSA makes a difference on upload, but oftentimes I find myself just going back to LTE. This is Verizon as well.
That's what I rock with. I turned my fake 5G off.
This is Verizon as well. I mean, NSA, don't get me wrong, has improved tremendously compared to original implementation of Verizon NSA. But for the most part, with all the carriers, I find myself just not wanting to connect to 5G unless I'm conscientiously just testing. Like, 5G, the whole experience is arguably been worse than any network performance to date. Like, honestly, it honestly might be worse than my impressions of 3G, because honestly, calling and texting especially just don't work on T-Mobile's 5G.
Right. So I think DSS is, I want to say it's a culprit to blame, right? It's imagine dynamically sharing spectrum.
It's a 5G band-aid.
Dynamically sharing spectrum on a product that's not optimized fully or ready or in standalone. So if you're taking, like, picture this, like, say you're on a highway, right? You have 4 cars going down a highway that need to get to the same destination. Let's say you take away 2 of those cars. You really expect your 5G signal to work properly.
Now are those cars filled with boats and hose?
Oh,
depends on how many you get. Carlos, stop it. You know what I mean?
Depends. You got an SUV or you got yourself a Volvese. What you
Carlos
got?
lives in a good
That's the point. Yeah.
Carlos lives in a good market, so I know he definitely won't agree, but I'll ask anyway. Carlos, do you ever be turning off your 5G, homie, and just dropping down to LTE intentionally?
Not really. I got millimeter wave here in the lab. I got millimeter wave.
Oh.
Why would I?
Yeah, we're in millimeter wave markets. We leave our 5G on.
Yeah, if you got millimeter wave, I would say, but for me, I got the fake 5G, so I'll turn it off.
I mean, I got the ultra capacity. Oh,
LTE plus? Oh, yeah,
but
okay.
honestly, man, I mean, it's hit or miss, man. For every good speed test that I'll get on ultra capacity, I'll get another one that's like sub 50. Yeah,
it reverts back down to 3G.
Man. So to address, there was a comment from Chame earlier. He was talking about a shakeup at Verizon. That's Hans just buying time, dude. He's a dead duck.
Yeah.
He's a dead duck. And Vivian was talking about the 7 carrier whatever situation with the CBRS. That is true. Verizon does that. I was speaking to the T-Mobile situation because they usually do 3 carriers, which
is there a reason behind that, by the way, that you're aware of, Zero Cool?
Well, I know what Verizon does. What Verizon does is they take.
The question.
Oh, go ahead.
What's up? Sorry.
Well, I'm asking why does T-Mobile the only carrier that only caps out at 3-way carrier aggregation when AT&T does 5, and in the case of Verizon they're doing 7?
No, Verizon typically does 3. It's the CBRS where they go with 7.
It's
well, band 40 has to be carrier aggregate. You can't do one bandwidth.
Yeah, because T-Mobile doesn't have the CBRS, right?
They're
So
20 megahertz license, so you can bond them together with
10
carrier
megahertz
aggregation.
license.
Honestly, it's they don't have enough. It's not. So AT&T, T-Mobile, they have more frequencies to do that with. That's pretty much it. More frequency bands.
Well, let me ask a stupid question. T-Mobile in a lot of markets has what 140 megahertz of N40 or band 41.
Mostly 160.
Anywhere between like 140 and 160 total. That's total though.
Yeah, total. So
That's
let's just say, let's just say in a market they do 100 megahertz on N41. Why don't they put the other 40 megahertz for LTE and then carrier aggregate with like say band 66 and band 12?
they do that. In a lot
So
of
they're
areas.
doing different. They're doing right now. We're doing different carrier combinations. For example, we'll do depending on the market, right? You'll have like 100 megahertz channel and then 20 megahertz channel on top of that, or you do 100 megahertz channel and then a 40 megahertz channel on top of that. Now, whether that goes to LTE, that just depends or not.
Depends
but
on
that's
the market penetration of 5G devices.
Actually, Ricky, it depends on the Sprint market share. If they've got 20 megahertz of band 41 on LTE.
Yeah, well, that's
what
gonna
I've
make a factor
noticed is
too.
yeah. So like take for example, here I never connect to band 41 LTE. It's
Right.
it's only N41. I mean, if there are sites with 20 megahertz of band 41, I can't find them.
If I connect to a site that has band 41 and LTE, it's probably a Sprint Keep site that didn't get touched yet.
Not yet, right?
Yeah,
That's the only time I see it.
castrated yet.
Well,
Well, here's a question. Here's Isaiah posted something. I want to post this up here. He says C-band delay would make LTE phones popular. Well, the trouble is with that is the LTE only phones have very old modems in it. You don't want to buy a LTE old modem phone because it doesn't have the carrier aggregation for LTE, doesn't have the better antennas in it, and the better connectivity in it. You're still better to buy a newer phone with 5G in it because you're not only getting the 5G improvements when it does really release, you're going to get LTE performance as well. So just because this C-band N77 is delayed, you don't want to go back and say, oh, I'm just going to buy a LTE only phone, because you're just going to hurt yourself because you're not going to get full maximum performance out of that phone. And it'll be future-proof as well.
Now it's going to be delayed just like Skunk Mobile's ability to upgrade security on their network. People are still getting hacked.
Who's getting hacked?
Oh yeah, Carlos. I don't know if you saw my text, man, but that thing I texted you about, man, it's definitely locked. Just so you know,
What the hell? They told me it wasn't.
it is. I promise you.
Well, what do you expect from incompetent representatives? You know, Filipinos. But yeah, man, that data breach yesterday really kicked their ass. From what I heard, it's 15 million and going up. That's what I heard.
Still,
Where it says 15 mil and going up.
I wonder if they actually did have some type of preventative in play that prevented it from being another 50 million.
All I heard is there was a store in Rancho Cucamonga that literally had 500 T-Mobile lines that got ported into AT&T, and they stayed there 3 hours after it closed. The store didn't close till almost midnight because of the customers that were there
Demanding their
switching from T-Mobile to AT&T.
well, those AT&T reps on commission day are going to be dancing their way to the bank. I can tell you that.
They're like,
That's
good looking out, Mike Sievert.
Thank you for the
Right.
thank you for the New Year's bonus, Mike.
Good looking out, dog. Scallops for days, zero cool.
We're gonna have a toast of champagne.
Champagne.
That's right.
Oh man.
Skunk.
But bro, think about the influx, man. That just from that breach, that's crazy, man. 15 mil. So imagine that was just in Rancho. So imagine
And
other.
that's only AT&T. What about the Verizine?
Oh boy.
You know, I just want to touch back on something. Vivian made a great comment at 10:15, and I do give her credit on that. She said LT also had a bunch of hiccups early on, and she thinks that we're only perceiving 5G so negatively because LT has had such an unprecedented amount of money invested into stabilizing it, and that it set a high bar. Vivian, I agree with that comment. For LT did set a high bar, even though LT never made to what it could have been, because Korea obviously did better. It was still an incredibly reliable network, especially on Verizon specifically and AT&T. So I agree. I left out T-Mobile intentionally because T-Mobile had a pretty weak LTE network, in my opinion.
Oh, 3G? Yeah. Skunk apes cometh.
RFK,
Yeah,
you're so harsh on T-Mobile
I
compared to
am,
me.
and I'm never going to stop either. As Vivian would say, that stamina.
Stamina.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
I feel like I need holy water.
What?
We do.
So Carlos, what do you think the best thing we had in 2021? Looking back, and what's the bad things? What's the worst thing in 2021? What's the best thing in technology?
Damn, I don't know, man.
I mean, there's just so much, right? It's been a
No,
crazy year.
actually, there's so little.
So little bad and so little good.
More bad than good.
More bad than good. Yeah.
Disagree with you, Carlos. Disagree.
Well, just it's like because too many speed bumps, for the shit to go out. Like we should have had the N77 up already, man. Should have been live already. Yes.
Well,
Oh yeah, can we talk about the worst part of 2021 was supply shortage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Very
yeah,
very
that
high
too.
demand and not being able to fulfill. That's got to mean something.
the only thing we got great is the continuance of boats and hoes. That's it.
That's right. Scallops too.
Well, Carlos, I got
being fed grapes and being fanned.
Carlos, I got two things that were great for you this year that I'm surprised didn't come instantly to your mind. One, how about this fantastic holiday promo going on lowestmobileusa.com?
Oh
Yeah.
snap!
Well, of course, bro. But I'm just talking about in general, just the generality, not the advertising generality.
Oh.
And then plans included. I mean, this year was a great year for plans. Plans this year across the board got better from all the carriers.
Yeah, they did. I
Yeah,
can-
Isaiah brings up a good point here. It will be interesting to see T-Mobile's next quarter results after the data breach.
I'm
and,
telling
yeah.
you, they're gonna
It's
make
gonna be
it.
some
So they
churn.
added 1 million lines.
Well, yeah, deception
know,
lies is going to fix that problem right
They're
there.
gonna have best industry churn.
Yeah, they're gonna be bragging. Oh yeah,
Dude, you know what T-Mobile should start doing with these free lines? Instead of adding voice lines, which end up hurting the network because people are going to actually use them, just make them free like smartwatch lines. Smartwatch lines use like very little data. Just
That's
here's
true.
5 smartwatch
They already
lines.
do that.
Yeah?
They give people free watch lines.
Yeah.
Or even better yet, free digits lines. Then you don't even have to put it on a phone, just free digits lines.
Oh boy.
Just here you go, 6 free lines on your account for every single customer. We added 60 million net ads.
Brandon
Unbelievable.
says they're going to give away double free lines, double trouble.
Dude, getting a free line with T-Mobile is like trying to pull teeth. They make it
Yeah.
so hard.
Oh, like with the terms.
The terms, just the fact that reps will literally screw it up every time if you're on a plan that isn't one of the current plans.
You just have to have Lawrence do it, dude. He'll make sure it's right.
Well, the thing is, getting a free line is like getting a free cup of coffee. Okay, and when you go to drink the coffee, it's got like an inch of coffee in the bottom. It's got mostly coffee grinds in it.
Tastes like ass.
Hey, listen. I'm not gonna front, bro. When a local joint does a free thing of coffee, I'm one of the Bruskillies that goes in line to get that free cup.
Yeah,
What
but
if
when
it
you
tastes
put,
like ass though?
yeah, Dennis, when you be
What if
pissed
it
off
tastes
is
like
you
tobacco
start
flavored
drinking
water?
it, and it's got like coffee grounds in it, and it's like old. The coffee's like 3 hours old. You
I
always
drink
say,
it.
It's free. What the hell you be doing, people? Why are you giving me this shit?
I
What'd you-
drink it
T-Mobile's doing?
anyway.
Wouldn't you rather pay for a good cup for like $1.99
Exactly.
or something?
Listen, Sneed, I'm gonna say something that is gonna either be like not surprising or very surprising. In my house, bro. So I love 8 o'clock coffee, but when I'm trying to be cheap, bro, I'll just get the big old value thing of Maxwell House, and I drink
Maxwell
that.
House is
Maxwell
pretty
House.
good coffee, actually. I do Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut. That's my favorite.
Well,
Oh,
Maxwell House is
easy,
not known for
easy.
its
I get my
quality.
Dunkin' Donuts.
You ain't
I don't
got
feel
a
like-
you ain't got a flex there, Ricky, with the Dunkin'. All right, don't
Dunkin'
flex on a
Donuts with
Dunkin'.
coconut cream and French vanilla cream.
Oh, you're getting fancy now.
Delicious.
I don't think
Ricky's-
Maxwell
Ricky's
House is known
French,
for
oui,
quality,
oui.
bro.
I don't drink
Fine.
junk coffee, just like
That's
I don't
fine.
have junk
Maxwell
phone plans.
Folgers is good. I mean, they're all pretty good. There's some, top shelf stuff. You can get the stuff that comes in from like Cambodia or imported from somewhere. I don't
That's
know.
right.
That's
Hey,
where I
wait.
get my coffee beans.
Off topic question: how does everyone take their coffee? I drink mine black. How's
Black.
everyone do it?
Mine is super strong and black.
Okay, so you do it black too. Okay,
Creamer and honey, pretty much.
honey. I've
honey,
never
nice.
thought of that.
Yeah, like it helps. It helps like the allergies, right? And it that's pretty good.
What about you,
put some honey in.
Carlos?
Y'all got
What
some soft asses. Nobody's drinking it black except me. Or
I just
Dennis.
said black.
All right.
The only coffee I drink, I don't drink none of that other bullshit. If it's not a Cuban cup of coffee, I don't want it.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
Cuban coffee on the scrumph, bro.
Espresso,
Cuban coffee on the
baby.
scrumph.
Right?
How about you, RFK? Are you a black kind of guy, or do you take your cream?
I just told you guys. Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut with coconut cream, French vanilla cream.
See, when I was in high school, before I was like before I started like actively becoming like a proper athlete, I used to drink my coffee with like a fourth of like half and half, and then coffee for the 3/4 left. But then I cut the half and half out to like cut the calories and stuff, and just went straight black. And ever since, I've been a black coffee drinker.
Now the question is this: how much coffee do you drink?
Not enough.
I drink 2 or 3 cups a day. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't drink that much, really.
I need more in my life, but I'm too lazy sometimes to make it.
Uh-oh.
I'm 6 cups a day.
Holy smokes.
6.
Damn, dude. I was honestly, when I was in college, like college proper, I would drink like 4 cups of coffee. And here's what I would do. And you're going to say this is gross, but I would go to McDonald's to start my day, and I'd get 2 cups of the coffee for $1. Actually, because of the discount that we got for being Penn State students at that McDonald's, it was only 90 cents a cup.
Dude,
Wow.
McDonald's coffee it's death waiting to happen, bro.
Why? Because it's so hot, or because you don't like the taste?
It's horrible.
You'd be better off drinking crick water warm
Like,
up.
yeah, bro. You drinking the crick water. Bro.
Listen.
You would
Honestly,
definitely have to use creamer and sugar in that.
I mean, you don't put hot sauce in your coffee, do you,
Hot
Ricky?
sauce.
That's right,
No,
my
no, no.
brother.
honestly, McDonald's coffee is definitely not the worst coffee out there. Like
Oh,
it's
that-
for
that
fast.
Okay,
For
gas
fast
station
food coffee-
is the worst.
For fast food coffee, it's not bad.
Gas station coffee is the worst.
Actually, untrue.
That's
What?
untrue. There's some places up there in Ohio that has really good coffee up there.
Ricky,
Listen.
I live in
Coffee and
Ohio.
everything.
It's ass here, dog.
Listen, Sneed, there's a gas station I'll text you, but I won't say on stream that I worked for that had good coffee, and I drink it all the time when I worked there. And also, I will just say that 7-Eleven has some decent coffee.
I think Sheetz has the best coffee.
Oh!
Fast taste.
Ayo, I'm surprised you're familiar with Sheets. I thought that was a Northeastern thing.
Don't you have a Sheetz up there?
Dude, Sheets is like literally like
Dude,
from
Sheetz is
here.
on every
For you,
interstate. Sheetz is
SMT.
on every
You never had
interstate.
Sheetz coffee? You ain't
Yeah.
had good coffee till you had Sheetz coffee.
Bro, it is the same as all the other junk at all these gas
Oh,
stations.
well, you need to fire them people working there because they don't know how to make it.
Bro,
Yeah, I was gonna say Sheets coffee's actually good, homie.
It's actually good compared to a lot
man,
of
you
them.
guys got psychological.
And Wow Wow has got good coffee too.
Wow.
Oh, we're not Wawa's up in here. It's Wawa's first off, and that's
Oh.
East Coast Pennsylvania. Nah,
What is
we're Sheets.
happening
We're
right
Sheets
now?
fam up in here, dude. Listen, if you go to State College, okay, every student has the debate. If you're from the eastern side of Pennsylvania, you're a Wawa's
Right.
person. If you're
Okay.
from the western side of Pennsylvania, you're a Sheets person, and we'll
Okay.
ride and die on that. Okay, we're
Oh,
Sheets
wow.
up in
What
here.
is happening right now? There's like turf wars and coffee and gas.
It's
Yeah,
a gas station fight, bro. Wawa's versus Sheets, homie. It's like the Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes debate with the chicken sandwiches.
This reminds
That's
me
right.
of the Biggie and Tupac East Coast West Coast beef from back in the mid '90s.
Except it's in Pennsylvania, homie.
Crazy.
All I know is Circle K, bro.
Oh yeah,
Circle
Robert's
K.
right. Robert is right,
K
dude.
for crap.
Robert's right. Starbucks is trash, bro.
I agree. Starbucks is overpriced and
overpriced
garbage.
Burnt coffee.
Listen, the only thing that makes Starbucks good is those frappuccinos, and the only reason why they're good is because they're so loaded up with sugar that you can't taste the coffee.
That's right.
Flex.
Here's a question from Vivian. Millimeter wave's biggest challenge is talking business owners into allowing millimeter wave repeaters, small cells on their property. Carriers need to offload 50% of the traffic to millimeter wave, which requires 30% indoor coverage.
It's facts.
What do you
She's
guys
right.
think about that?
She's right.
I mean, she's right, but
I agree.
Yep.
at least if they can place the node close enough, then they
Mhm.
have a chance to get the signal inside. I mean, bro, I could already get signal inside casinos here, no problem.
Yeah, but she's talking about 30%. Like that's heavy lifting. That's a lot of traffic. So to get that, you're gonna have to get strength of signal in the
Yeah,
the-
you need not just in building systems, that's our DAS team responsibility, right? But you need
Sure.
it, also a lot more on poles, a lot more on street lights, a lot more on rooftops.
You're gonna need the pivots and the echoes. That's for
You
damn
need the
sure.
penetration.
Yeah, the pivots and the echoes. For sure. Okay, let's see.
Now, you guys better chill out with this Wawa business. What is going on in the live chat right now?
Hey, listen, Sneak. You listen. You're from Ohio, bro. You don't know what's up with us Pennsylvanians, okay?
Man, y'all some weirdos.
Oh snap!
Oh,
And it-
Bojangles. Listen, I want to go down south just so I can go eat at Bojangles. In fact, actually, Carlos, was it you that was saying there was a Bojangles out in Vegas? I don't think there is. It was something we were talking about, but I don't think it was Bojangles.
I don't think
It's
I've
not
heard
it's
of
not
it.
that good.
Can't remember what it was, but it was something else.
It's not that good.
Oh, it was the It was the Filipino. Or it was the chicken place from the Philippines. And what was that?
Jolly
Yo,
Bee.
Ricky,
Jolly Bee, bro. We got to get Jolly Bee when I'm out in Vegas, homie. That's what we got to
Ricky.
do.
Jolly
could
Bee,
you pull up my coffee video from my second channel, Sneed Clips?
Yo, do you serve
Yeah.
coffee at the bakery, homie?
We do, dog. Turkish coffee.
All right, all right.
Yeah. For all my
That's the best.
for all
Oh
my
my
Turkish
God.
and Middle Eastern and Greek folk out there, they enjoy the Turkish blend.
That's the
Dude, Greek
best.
coffee is really good. I had some in Greece. It was good. Also, dude, Italian coffee, like proper espressos in
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah,
Delish.
that's right. Yeah, Ricky, on my Sneed Clips channel, I got a video about coffee and how you're supposed to drink it, dog.
How you supposed to
okay.
drink it? You supposed to drink it like a wine snob?
I just watched the damn video. God damn, bro.
How far down is it?
It was a while ago, dude.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Oh,
that
how
some
to drink
5G?
coffee.
Is
Okay,
that some
there it is.
5G coffee?
Yo, Ricky, do a screen share, bro. Show the people how to drink coffee, bro.
Okay.
Oh god damn!
I literally, this might be a short. It might be like a 1-minute clip.
Also, while you're pulling it up, Carlos, I thought we should do, bro. You still got that 5 gin, right?
Yeah,
no.
still got
When
that.
when we're down in Vegas, bro, we'll crack it open and try it together on the stream. That's what we'll do, homie.
Yo, I'm
Oh,
tripping, dog.
shit. All right. Fuck, you see what Dennis is getting into? God damn.
5 gin, dog. Yep, there it is, Ricky. Hit it.
Oh
What up,
shit.
y'all? It's the SMT. Let me tell you guys something. This is a cup of
I don't hear
coffee.
no sound. You hear sound?
See that?
Mhm.
This is how coffee should be made.
Oh shit.
Cup. Looking good. By the way, this is the iPhone 12 Pro. We're filming
That
in
looks like
4K,
tar.
60 frames. Oh, there we go. Anyways, it's not about that. It's the fact that the coffee is perfect because the coffee is black. There's no creamer. There's no sugar.
Oh shit.
Black coffee. No frills, no games. I don't do frappes. Nothing against frappes. This is not for me. I don't do any, fancy additives. This is the way coffee is meant to be. Pure, unadulterated, black. Cheers.
Oh shit.
That's how you drink coffee. Black.
I do drink it black. I do drink it black.
Oh my god.
I can't do what you do, Sneak. Sorry, man. But hey, Chime Fee came in with an awesome question for Carlos and the gang at the round table today. He said, Los, the ping on my Boost mobile line you gave me is better than my AT&T Elite.
Damn.
How could that be?
I told you, bro. I've been telling you guys this shit, bro. It's something even on the TNXM, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. I cannot explain it for you there, brother. I don't know.
Hey, Carlos, by the way, homie, can you text me what the results were from our conversation with us talking to AT&T? Because if we know the news, then I'd love to share it so we can start getting people ready.
Ooh.
I have not heard back from him, to be honest.
Man, that's unfortunate. Well, if you're in the market for T-Mobile plans, again, aggressive holiday promos on Lowest Mobile USA. Some of the best pricing you can get for premium plans: 4 lines of Magenta for $100. Single line, if you're a single line user, is $40. If you want Magenta Max because you're really feeling like royalty, bro, 2 lines for $100, 1 line for $55. LowestMobileUSA.com. And if you have questions, you can email us at support@lowestmobileusa.com is the email. That's how you should communicate with us. That or the Discord.
Oh, quick update. Boba Fett is now airing on Disney Plus.
Ooh. I'll have to log into Stetson's login real quick so I can stream it.
If you had a Verizon account, you'd have it on your own, damn it.
I got the best Verizon account out there, Los Verizon.
There you go.
That's right.
But you hate the Verizon perks. You don't want it. You don't want Boba Fett.
Oh,
Listen, homie. I would rather stay on T-Mobile and be put on T-Mobile Essentials than give $1 to Verizon Wireless.
Oh, snap.
Dang.
My hatred is unrational, just like your hatred for Cox.
Why you always got to bring me into this, dog? Why you always got to compare the
Because it's the best analogy, bro.
Almost time for a giveaway. Snit it up.
Yeah, we got 37 in here, so we get a couple more. Share the stream.
RF's comment's great. Is hacking included as a perk?
Sheesh. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh. Get your free hacking on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I don't know about it being rational, but it's real hate. I'll tell you that much.
that's basically what Tuesday was. It was a hack day. T-Mobile Hack Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hack Tuesday. Oh, jeez.
You want to get hacked up or hooked up? Either way, you're getting hacked.
So what else do we got to look forward to in 2022 here? So
2 more hacks from T-Mobile.
Oh, well.
It not being
What's-
2021
What's
anymore.
the over under? Can we do bets? Are we doing bets? 2-1 odds? 3-1?
Oh, that's so bad.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
I'm saying, what's the over under on hacks? 1.5.
2-1.
It's paying 2-1. Okay, but is the over under 1.5? Meaning the payouts, differ.
Let's go 1 per quarter from T-Mobile.
1 per quarter. Damn.
What the shit?
Damn. Okay, so he's way over.
Oh, man.
I was thinking if the over under is 1.5, maybe he'd go 2. But he was ready to go to 4. Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm busting your balls. I'm not taking a bet because honestly, we both know that they're going to at least get hacked once.
At least
It wouldn't
once.
be
Right.
it wouldn't be a T-Mobile year without them getting at least 1 data breach.
Oh, they've had
That's
6
right.
since 2018. That's crazy.
Dude, they've had 1 data breach for every year I've been a customer with them since 2013.
They must have cloud internet security at their.
Bro, I'm telling you, it is a goddamn popsicle stand over there.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
What up, Makeo? What's happening, bruh?
Yeah. Well, here's where
Vivian
I want-
asked a good question about Los Mobile that I want to answer real quick.
Okay.
She asked, is the Los Mobile Magenta Max $55 a month limited edition pricing just for the first month, or is it until T-Mobile decides to shut it down? Well, as far as the pricing goes, that is going to be for as long as you remain being a good standing customer. So essentially it means if you pay your bill on time, don't do nothing too finicky. We'll leave you on that pricing for as long as it permits.
Hashtag ravioli gang.
And then as far as it getting shut down, there should be no concerns about it being shut down because we at Los Mobile are taking sincere steps to make sure a repeat of what happened with the AT&T incident doesn't occur with our other vendors. So I wouldn't be
right.
too worried.
Well, that's actually one nice thing about having Lost Mobile, because if the actual AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile has the data breach, it's less likely to affect you since it's because you're actually dealing with you're paying it and everything through them directly.
Yeah, the payments and everything like that are
Yeah.
kept on a totally separate platform
So
from the.
let's say the T-Mobile payment system gets hacked. Well, since you're paying Los Mobile, you're protected in some sense. All right, we got 37 people. We need 40 in the line. We're going to give away a card.
Do you think this
Spin that wheel. Oh, talking about Popeyes in here. Woo.
The wife got me this for Christmas, bro. You think this is gonna be good?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
awesome.
Epson makes good printers. So
We're
does
mechanic.
yeah.
Brothers. So does Brothers.
Yeah, brother makes good printers.
Shit, what happened here?
It's the
I
one
clicked
where
it.
you put the ink in instead of cartridges.
Yeah, I got a cheapo.
Oh, yeah,
I got a
hate
cheap-
ink cartridges.
I got a cheapo HP printer, but it's one of those laserjet ones that doesn't actually use ink. It uses like the powder stuff. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, tell me how good that works for you, Carlos, because I need to buy another printer, and I hate cartridges
Well, this is
because
the one
it
I'm using right
uses
now.
one color up, and then the other colors you got to throw in the trash can.
That's what I'm using right now. A little cheapo, bro. This thing goes through cartridges like no other.
Dude, my
Okay.
printer's not even connected to my Wi-Fi right now since I moved into the house. I've been so lazy, but I need to.
Up 39 people in the live. It's
I don't
almost
like
time.
churches, bro. That's blasphemy.
Yeah,
Uh,
churches is nasty.
Vivian, as far as the limited edition pricing stop being available, it's gonna either
40. There we go.
it's gonna be whatever the sooner of the two is. Whenever we run out of the quantity that was set for the limited amount, that's gonna be sold, or whenever we decide to pull it down, which we haven't pegged a hard date on, but I'm gonna assume we're gonna just run it for maybe a month at max. So whatever's the sooner of the two.
All right, I'm going to catch up on the chat here. We're going to spin that wheel, so everybody get ready. Now, here's the rules. You got to be subscribed to SMT's channel and Carlos's channel and my channel, and you got to be active.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you're in here, you're active. Well, that's the only way you can win is if you're here. So, I'm going to spin that wheel. $50 Bass Pro gift card from Blue Water Adventures at Bayside Marina in Alamorada, Florida. Sponsored the gift card. So if anybody, and also they have a party boat too that's going to be going up here in the Keys. So it can hold like, I think 25 or 30 people. They're going to have a bar on it and everything. It even has a little, it's like a pontoon boat. And you'll be able to go out for cruises and stuff and have a party. So if anybody wants to book something, you can go on their website, book the party trip, or if you can rent those two little boats. Well, they got 7, I think. They got 7 of them little 2-seater boats. So it's a very good thing if you go. And if you go to South Carolina, you can go. And you can also go St. Augustine. No super chats. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. So, yeah, we don't have no super chats yet. When I get there, I'm giving away my S21 Ultra phone when we get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's coming soon. Everybody's still talking about coffee in the comments here. I got to catch up. Look at this. All right, make sure that you hit that like button. Yep, subscribe. Yep. We need some Chef Boy RD ravioli. No. Popsicle stand. Man, you guys are just chatting like crazy in here. Yeah, subscriber mode's on also too. So once you're in here for a little bit, you can start talking. Kind of helps slow the trolls. We don't like trolls. Trolls are nasty and dirty and stinky, and when they speak, just nothing but pure lies and vomit comes out their mouth.
Hey Dennis, why do they include a CD still for the drivers? What the hell,
What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
bro? Like literally, they give you.
Oh, you're talking about for printer. Oh, my bad, homie. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to assume it's just a cost thing. It's cheaper than including a USB drive.
I can answer
Oh,
that
yeah.
question. It's for people that don't have internet.
That's true. Yeah, you can't like download it. Yeah. Okay, we got all these
Wait,
questions.
I want to throw something out here. What's the point of having a computer without internet?
Well,
I don't know. People
true.
just
Word
they can do
processing,
gaming, they
dude,
can
so then
design
you could
stuff,
type it out on a
design stuff,
typewriter,
word
you know?
processing.
Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm actually being serious. Like, everything on a computer nowadays requires an internet connection. Even Microsoft Office to work properly kind of needs an internet connection to be downloaded and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, it's time. We got 41 people in here, so we're going to pick a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50, 1 and 50. Place your bets. It's like we're playing roulette here, right? So the winner's going to get a $50 Bass Pro gift card courtesy of Blue Water Adventures. So
I got
now make sure you only
37.
pick one number. If you pick two numbers,
I got
You're automatically
21.
disqualified.
I got 37.
I got
So
21.
pick only one number. If you pick two numbers, we're going to kick you out of here. We're going to let the skunk apes eat you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Place your bets. Got a couple minutes here. So who you guys think's going to win?
Obviously, Lucky 21.
I
Yeah.
think
I think EM Tech's going to win.
Ashay is gonna win.
Oh, you think? Okay, it's Shay.
I think
All
Vivian might win.
I think so
Vivian.
too.
Okay, Vivian. Okay. Let's see.
I hope Vivian doesn't win.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
Because you guys want her to win. I don't want her to win.
Oh, snap. That's not very nice.
That's
Well,
not nice.
Well,
I want
horrible.
Makeo. I want Makeo to win. Honestly,
A super
yeah.
duper
See,
party
now,
pooper.
see,
I want Makeo
Very
to win
good.
because he's a faithful Los Mobile subscriber.
Yeah. And if two people pick the same number, we'll have to
she
spin off.
said, "Why not?"
If nobody picks the correct number, we're going to spin that bitch again.
That's right.
We're not going to do no close by. We got to have exact winner this time. Yeah, baby.
I already picked 13. Yeah,
And looking at all these people in here, I know everybody in here is already subscribed to both channels. So,
Ricky, I gotta subscribe to your channel, dog.
oh snap!
Ricky, I got you subscribed on the Best Phone Plans channel, my personal channel, and a third channel that I made.
Oh,
So
sweet. Yeah, I just
Gotcha.
hit like 550 subs today. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so funny. I keep hearing the trolls saying, Ricky's losing subscribers. Ricky's losing subscribers. And I keep looking, and it's like, they keep going up and up. It's like 1,000% increase. And then he goes,
Dang.
he's buying them. He's buying them. It's like, well, I didn't know you can go buy subscribers like you buy chocolate milk at the store. It's like,
dude, Best
come on
Phone Plans is so close. We're at 882 subs right now.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
so close to 1,000.
Yeah, make sure everybody in the live stream here go subscribe to their channel. This helped get them to 1,000 as well, and tune in for their awesome shows on Wednesday night. We posted the link already, but Baby Yoda, if you could post it in there again for him, so help get you guys up to 1,000 as well.
Yo, Ricky, I heard the troll was talking so much smack
Yep.
that he went to the barber shop and forgot to get his hair cut.
Yes,
No.
that is correct.
no way.
Yeah, he was so busy talking so much shit
Yep.
that he went to the barber shop and forgot to get his hair cut.
Yeah. Well, on the one live stream, he was yakking so bad, and he was so focused on hating and saying lies and this and that and blah 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 blah. He ran into a telephone pole when he was walking to work.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yep, he was too consumed, man. But we
Well,
all
this
need to
is a
pray for him
happy-
because he
this is
he
a
needs some
happy
help.
stream.
We need to pray. Yeah, exactly. This is a happy stream. So we're just acknowledging he's spewing lies, but we're going to say, everybody say a prayer for him that he gets some help that he needs. And that's all we got to say about that.
I got it like this right here.
All right, there you go. No more bets. No more bets. You know how you put your hand across the wheel. No more bets. No more bets.
Bro, Ricky's gonna be doing bingos on Friday nights on this
Yeah,
channel.
we
now?
might just do that. We might make this giveaway thing constantly. Yeah, so I guess that's what happens when you're broke. You just give away stuff every week, you know. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel, see who's the lucky winner. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Hopefully the sound comes through. I can't hear on my end. But...
We can hear it. You're good.
All right, here we go. Here's the winner. Bam!
4.
Anybody?
Let's
I didn't see any 4s come in.
Oh, no winner.
Let's see here. Let's see who's the winner.
No one, dude.
Yeah, no.
Are
no
you
four.
serious?
Dead serious,
no winner,
man.
winner, chicken dinner.
You gotta hit remove choice, but in the
Yeah.
name of
All right, so we're gonna spin it again. Okay, so
All
we're
right.
confirmed nobody won. Okay. All right, here we go. Spin
Happy New
that
Year's,
bitch.
Big Lou.
I got you guys. I'm gonna do the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
8. Let's see. Do we get an 8?
Anybody? Do we got
Are we doing the over/under rule or not?
No,
No.
nope.
any?
Exact
It's gotta
match.
be on the dot.
Then
Yeah, we're not
no
doing no
eights.
close. No
Then no
8s.
eights.
Okay. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. There we go. Somebody's gonna win. Oh, we got to get a number this time. Somebody's got to get it. 20.
Oh, dude, that's one below what I picked.
Oh, snap.
Do we have a 20?
I don't
I'm
see
looking.
any 20s. Look. Oh, there's a 21.
That's me, homie.
Oh shit, that's close. Very close, but no 5G.
I don't
Sorry,
see a
you're
20, man. Damn.
you're the weakest link. You stay on LTE plus.
All right.
All right.
Remove
So
choice.
confirmed,
Try
nobody
again.
won? Okay. Wow.
By the way, the next number that pops up is the number of data breaches for T-Mobile next year.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's the number of 5G millimeter wave sites they have.
Oh god.
Oh snap! Or it could be the top average of
7.
the country of megabits per second they get. Spin this bitch. Let's see who's gonna win. I think we're gonna have a winner this time. We can't spin it this many times and not have a winner. 48. I think somebody picked 48.
I'm looking, homie.
Sounds familiar. Maybe somebody did pick 48.
I'm not seeing it.
Are you
I see
kidding me?
38. There's
Ron
no
B
40.
got 47.
Yeah, bro, we're still going, homie.
Oh my god!
But apparently T-Mobile has 48 data breaches.
and their highest speed is 48 megabits per second average nationwide.
If only it was that good, homie.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's their true number of millions of pops. 48 million pops.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow, this is crazy.
Gene says he picked 38.
Yeah, 38, not 48.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see who we got here. 9.
9. I think we had someone pick that.
Okay, hopefully we did, because this is killing me.
Vlad picked it.
Vlad, we got a winner, Ricky.
Let's see. I'm looking through here. There's 6.
Hold on. No, I see Vlad. He first picked 24.
Well, that's it. That's his number.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Because I see 24, and then he said, "Oops, I'll pick 9." Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's before I said no more bets.
Hold on. But
That
Let's
means
see.
somebody else picked 24.
that means someone else picked 24 and he changed his answer to something unique.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
is that,
I don't see
is that
9.
true? Did somebody else have 24 first? I don't.
Yeah, Michael had 24 first.
I don't see a 9.
well, he put on there at 7:48. He put on there, "Oops, okay, I'll pick 9." That's what it shows right
All
here.
right, there you go.
Even I don't know how.
There you go, Vlad.
He
Yeah, there you
picked
go.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess he picked 24 when somebody had already picked 24. So his 9.
Oh,
wins it.
so he changed it when somebody else had
Yeah.
Yeah,
already.
so
Oh.
Vlad wins.
Yeah,
Vlad
he's
wins.
still-
Yeah.
One.
Yep, Vlad's the winner. There you go. Nice job, Vlad. Good job, man. Good,
All
good
right.
pick.
I'm just
Finally, somebody got.
I'm looking for his comment so I can highlight it.
God damn! Finally, somebody won.
What time did he highlight it or say it?
1048.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
10:40.
at 48. Okay, 48. Yeah, it says 10 here, so I gotta go to 10:48. Okay, 10:48.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, I got it. And it's right before. See, I said no more bets. See here? No more bets. Right above it. There we go. There you go. Congratulations, Vlad. You won a $50 gift card from Bass Pro. You can go online and purchase it and use it, or you can go to your closest Cabela's or Bass Pro and use it there in person too. And you can use it at their restaurants. So you can have a free meal if you want, if you don't want to buy nothing. So congratulations. So what you got to do now is take a screenshot of this, and then you're going to DM me. I don't know if you have Twitter. Do you have Twitter? If you have Twitter, send me a DM with the address you want me to send it to, and I'll be sending it out along with the other 3 winners. I'm going to send all 4 at the same time because I don't want to have to stay up till 9 o'clock to go.
Wait, we're doing 4?
Twice. Well, we already did 3. We did
oh.
2 on the Christmas stream, and I did 1 on one of Carlos's live. So I've given
Oh,
away
right.
I gave
Right.
away 3, and this is the one from Blue Water Adventures.
Gotcha. I follow now.
So, well, that's awesome. It's always fun to have these kind of drawings. So, and thank you again, Blue Water Adventures, for sponsoring the video.
Appreciate it, Blue
And
Water.
Let's see. Let me add this back here so you can see it here. Here it is. Blue Water Adventures. They're in St. Augustine. Here's their locations: Hilton Head, South Carolina; St. Augustine, Florida; and the Keys down at the Bayside Marina at the Bass Pro down here in Alamorada. So we thank you for sponsoring this giveaway. And if anybody has a vacation plans in them 3 areas, make sure you call, book your reservation, check them out. You can rent these little 2-seater boats, the Craig Cats, or you can book a party boat. They have a party boat where you can rent the whole boat, have a bar, and just drink and have fun. They got a jam and music system on there. They have a bathroom on there so that you don't have to poop in the ocean. It's great. It's very, 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 very awesome.
So what do they? Are they like? Do they do like excursions? Basically, is that what they do? Like they like do like excursions in the local areas? Is that kind of like their thing, or?
Yeah, you can just drive around in the water in the ocean, or you can go on like down here in the Keys. They actually take you around the mangroves, take you around where you can see like the coral reefs and stuff. You can just look down right off the boat. You polarized sunglasses on, you can look right down and see the fish and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. And
Yeah,
also Apple Watch, buddy. Hey, I have mad respect for you, man, but I'm not yours. You can't claim me. I'm single. I'm a bachelor.
No,
Oh shit!
that's crazy.
Try to hit you with the boy's mind.
Oh no.
Nah, Denny boy lives that single life. It's a low stress life and a great life.
Big Lou says it was fixed. Oh snap.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, I used the online wheel, so that's not. You can't fix that. So. Message RFK Tech USA on. Yep, there you go. Winner, chicken dinner.
RFK, I just want to say, by the way, homie, every time I'm on your podcast, bro, I swear we be going for long times. We're already at 2 hours.
I know,
Time
time flies when you're having fun. Absolutely. Yeah. And my viewers just love coming in here talking. So that's why I like doing live streams and giving lots of attention to people on here. So yeah, Baby Yoda says we need to have RFK bingo. I think that'll get me in some hot water there. So yeah,
I think that would be what considered gambling.
Yeah, that's considered. Yeah, that's licensed and regulated. Yeah, exactly. So, but doing giveaways is totally free. Or you can do that. It's no big deal. Let's see. He's a liar. Don't believe him. Yep. And don't forget. Make sure everybody goes check out this channel here, Keystone 291 Tech Devices. Check out his channel.
I gotta support a fellow Pennsylvanian, even though he's from Philly.
Right.
Apparently,
Big Philly in the house. That's right.
I can't give him too much love because he's from Philly, though, man.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm gonna say something, RFK, that I know you're gonna cringe when I say this, but dude, in Philadelphia, T-Mobile does really well.
Oh wow.
They do really well.
So they have super fast LTE plus.
They do.
Great. That's awesome.
They have that nice 5G Ericsson equipment over there.
No, I'm being serious. Like, actually, T-Mobile executes well in Philly, just like they do in Washington, New York, and Seattle.
Well, it's about time to get in the LTE plus game. That's for sure. They've been building on it for so long. I'm very proud of them. Congratulations. That's why we have today's colors in here. See, we got the magenta colors in here. Yeah. So we all wish you a happy magenta New Year.
Hold on, I got the coverage map right there for you. See my little avatar?
Yeah. See, look, yeah.
Dude.
He doesn't stay within the lines. He just paints that bitch everywhere.
Nah, this is how T-Mobile makes their coverage map, homie, okay? They got the drunk unpaid intern one Saturday night to open up MS Paint and just fill in the blocks with different shades of pink.
Oh, shit.
And that's how they made their coverage map, okay? Because, look, their old coverage map actually used to be good. I got to take a moment to talk about this. Hold up. Okay. Do you guys remember when T-Mobile used to do the Ookla verified coverage map where it would show like a little checkbox that showed, like, hey, an actual device connected, and it would show the average speed, like the actual speed test?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Dude, that was great, and I thought that was a feature that every carrier should have implemented. And then they took it away. Like, what the?
What's wrong with these people, right? Jarrett says millimeter wave is on street level. How do we get millimeter wave into multi-story buildings?
Never happen unless those buildings allow for inside repeaters to be installed and stuff like that. It's never happening.
Yep, because the nodes are pointed horizontally street level, so they don't point up in this air. So yeah.
Well, not just that, but those multi-story buildings, a lot of times the windows they use
metallic coating to keep.
Yeah, but they do some stuff with the windows that make it so the signal just doesn't penetrate well. I don't know what
metallic coating to keep the UV rays out also, which also blocks RF signals. Absolutely. Yeah. There's some cars you get too that has that metallic coating on the windows, and it will actually hurt your signal on a cell phone in the car because the cell phone will just bounce off it because it's metallic coating.
Yeah, it creates a PIM issue. intermodulation
Yep.
issue on it.
Oh, that too, yeah. So the higher you go up, like in an apartment complex, you're going to see
Mm.
more towers at the same time, and the signals are going to mix together. So your phone won't know which tower it's connected to, and your RSRP will go crazy. No, your
I was talking about
sonar.
the tint.
Oh, the tent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go subscribe. Yes, yes, yes. T-Mobile does well in South Florida because they bought Metro. Well, I don't know about that. When I tried it, it didn't work very well over there. So of course that was a couple years ago. So I don't know if they've actually chased off the skunk apes and got the towers fixed. I don't know. Maybe they did. Is T-Mobile the sponsor of the live stream? No. Nope. They're
Oh.
too broke. They can't sponsor nothing.
Oh shit.
They can't build a network, so how are they going to sponsor anything? Millimeter wave, very well suited to repeaters due to its high spectral reuse and its extreme bandwidth, so it's feasible to just use a repeater DAS to bring outdoor millimeter wave indoors. Well, they won't be using the DAS thing. They'll be using that Echo, the Pivot 5G, and the Echo 5G. If you guys look on one of my past live streams, I actually talked about that in one of my live streams from last year. I actually did. Sneed was on there with me, and I think Carlos was on there. But yeah, we talked about that new millimeter wave technology to make it penetrate buildings, go farther. And I also did another live stream that just simply talked about beamforming, how millimeter beamforming is making the coverage go indoors and all that. And so, especially when we had a person the other day arguing with everybody saying, "Oh, millimeter can't go through a tree or window no more." But that's all been fixed with the beamforming and all that stuff. Is it as good as midband? No. Is it as good as low band? No. But millimeter wave has came a long, long ways, and it's improving every day. And right here, I'm telling you, Verizon is the master of millimeter wave. Take it or leave it. That is factual. That's not Ricky's opinion. I am not biased. It's facts. And we've showed it on the channels. All of our channels, we showed it. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big supporter. I'm a big fanboy of AT&T to a certain extent, and even I can recognize that millimeter wave on Verizon is most definitely the best. AT&T's millimeter wave deployments have been honestly pretty disappointing.
Yep.
And then T-Mobile, what millimeter wave?
What millimeter wave? What do you think, SMT?
About the millimeter wave improvements?
Yeah.
Man, it's been awesome watching it improve. So it works in the bakery, it works in the garage, it works.
Wow.
It works in the front seating area where people can sit down and eat. It works outside, and none of it's line of sight, and it's a block away.
Listen, Verizon's millimeter wave deployment makes me think of Winston Churchill's speech that he gave like on the darkest hour. It works on the beaches. It works in the rain. Like,
it's just because here's the thing. It's like I remember when we had the old Nokia sites up before they ripped out the Nokia and put the Samsung gear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was impressed by the Nokia because of the speed. It was like 1.5, 2 gigs per second. Soon as they switched the gear for the Samsung, and then it got a couple of updates, I'm assuming, some vendor support. Oh, dude, it was like 3.9 gigs. Uplink catapulted to 150, 200 megs. The latency dropped into the teens. No longer needed line of sight. It's working for 2 blocks, trees, leaves, farts, the whole shebang. It works through it all.
See, that's the one thing that I'm interested about, though. The uplink is something I haven't been able to see like you do. I'm not saying the uplink is bad, but I'm not seeing these like mid to high hundreds that you're seeing on the uplink.
Line of sight, I've gotten sites at 300 megabits.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
That's going to depend, Dennis, if you have a aggregation going on the uplink on the particular site or not, right? So,
but I have seen like 4 gigabits, even 4.5 gigabits per second for the download.
Wow, that's smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared says, so what you're saying is millimeter wave will only go from about 15 to 20 feet up from the ground.
I don't think he said that. Did he?
Who said that?
Jared, yeah, the comment right here.
No, he's saying that you said that, RFK Tech. I don't think you said that. You didn't give a specific.
Well, I didn't say it. I just said it's like street level and it doesn't go up very high. So, yeah, he's just kind of confirming that. But actually, the poles are about 20 feet up, right?
Yeah, about like
Mine are a
20,
little.
24,
20,
24
25,
feet
30 feet,
usually.
something
Yeah.
like
About
that.
24,
Yeah.
24 to
So
30. But
so with the way the lobe is that comes out of the antenna, it does go up a little bit and goes down a little bit. So it'll go 30 feet to the ground and cover people on the ground, and it does go about 30 feet up the way the beam width is on the transmitter where it goes out, because it
It's
don't go
definitely.
straight out. It
Yeah.
goes up and down and left and right is how
It's
the beams form
it's
when
definitely
it comes out of the
narrow
antenna.
though. It's targeted and narrow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's not like a traditional macro site which you'd see from
Yeah,
the sub
Caleb,
6
what's
megahertz
the
here.
beam width on millimeter wave? Is it 30 degrees or 40?
it's usually around 30, but and then again, it
Okay,
varies if you're using like a CAN antenna or if you're using just
right.
or if you're using just a
Whether you're
straight
using a
For
flat
these
vertical,
panel or
nodes,
right, a
a
vertical
conical
antenna, right? So
antenna.
your
Yeah.
beam width is going to be different.
Okay.
You can even have it at 15 or 20 degrees beam width, right?
So it's a
Okay,
lot.
so
It's
that's your narrow,
customizable depending on what you're
right?
trying to do.
Right, and for the indoor solutions, right? As far as in building solutions go, there's going to be what do we call a lot of millimeter wave repeater solutions that we talked about. So we're going to be using licensed
The echo.
wireless backhaul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going over 60 through 90 gigahertz, right?
Yep.
So that's
The
going to have a
E-band.
huge impact. We're not going to have to rely on fiber necessarily to, let's say, like put in a DAS system all the time, right? So that's gosh, I wish I could just say so much, but I can't.
Well,
Yeah,
Cool. I
don't
have
get
a
in trouble.
question for you that you might be able to answer.
Uh,
With current wireless technology that's being developed, not necessarily ready by vendors,
mhm.
but what's being developed, do you think it might be feasible to see mid-band perform similarly to current modern day millimeter wave when it comes to the capacity?
So the problem with mid-band is there's just not. I mean, the only benefit you're going to get is like a. I could
Like,
see
let's
it
say
going.
two. Let's like
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I could see it going, 2 gig max. Okay,
just a singular gig.
no, two
no, 2
gigabytes.
gigs per second.
Oh,
He's
sorry,
saying,
2 gig. Okay,
he's
got you.
basically saying
Right.
once we get the spectrum, the companies get
Yes.
it, they can aggregate it, and
Right. For
it'll get to
example,
2
T-Mobile,
gigs.
the rest of the 2.5 spectrum, I can probably guarantee you it's not going to go 3 or 4. All right, it's not the proper, the propagation characteristics. It's just not meant for the high capacity, right? That's like trying to shove a. Well, just think of your analogy, right? So
I think what it boils down to, Zero Cool, is the fact that because it's designed to cover space, there's just no
yeah,
way in hell you could offer the more than 2 gigs capacity to that many people across that range. There's
right.
gonna be so many
So
users on that spectrum.
right, yeah. See, with mid band, it's good for range. It's good for obviously data, phone calls, but for high capacity situations, you really need millimeter wave. Now, keep in mind is that we don't have all the spectrum auctioned for mid band, right? Once that happens, yeah, of course, it can get up to 2 gigabytes with lots of
How
density,
about
right?
the
You really
12
need.
gigahertz, Zero Cool?
Uh, I am not going to hold my breath on our FCC chairwoman doing anything with that anytime soon.
Well,
Man.
theoretically speaking, let's just say that got into the carrier's hands, right? Would that be even better than the current millimeter wave spectrum that's being used because
Yeah.
it would, in theory, have more range and
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because I mean, think about if you take a lot of mid-band spectrum, all you're doing is you're taking a lot of mid-band frequencies, you're carrying, and then you're just densifying the network. That's going to get you 2 gigs.
See, what's happened over the last year is we've learned something. Low band is useless. Mid band is the new low band.
Yep, we already had a gig already. So
Yeah, I try to explain this to people before. There's people are like, we need low band, and no, we need density. Therefore, we don't need low band.
Sneed,
Mid band is the new low band.
I'm gonna actually disagree with you just slightly. I don't think low band is useless. Low band has a specific use case. It just
Yeah,
isn't what
to carry higher frequency signals. That's
well,
it.
not just that. Low band has a use case, but it's not necessarily the use case that we as modern day consumers want. I think low band is the perfect spectrum for the Internet of Things devices to be connecting to.
Yeah. So
Why?
basically, what we're doing for band and Dennis, this will probably could put things in perspective for you. As we move to Volnar, right, voice over Volnar, what we're doing is we're transitioning all the multi calls from low band to mid band. Why? Because when you have more capacity, right, so that for that data call that goes over a VoLTE or a Volnar call, you're gonna have more capacity, so meaning you're not gonna drop the call, right? So that call is running over mid band, right? And if you take a high density network, then there you go. So that's exactly what we're moving to. We're changing up the configurations now to actually put most of our calls, if not all, on band 41. So
Yeah, but to answer Sneed's question he asked towards me as a response, the why is because a lot of Internet of Things devices don't require like very little bandwidth. I'm talking
So then what does it matter which channels it goes on?
well, they do care about battery efficiency for a lot of them. Like a lot of them are very low power, so they're gonna have they're gonna have a hard time connecting to midband. But two, they're gonna want to
Why?
prefer whatever is gonna be the most battery efficient thing to connect to.
Why are they gonna have a hard time with midband?
Well, midband is gonna be, comparably speaking, a little bit of a weaker signal to connect to than if they want to just connect to low band
I think
stuff.
Dennis is referring to the rural areas that low band is going to be needed for those devices. In the urban areas, the mid band is going to be dense enough where. I think
that's kind of how
I just want to say the antennas on the IoT devices suck right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Internet of Things devices are basically rocking the equivalent of like a Roku Wi-Fi chip. Like they're not good, Sneed. So like I'm saying like low band makes perfect sense for those Internet of Things devices.
Yeah.
And like a good example too where like low band also makes sense is like think about like all the backup home security systems, how they'll place calls over like wireless.
Yeah.
Those things don't need to connect to mid band. Mm-hmm. They just need a low band connection, right?
Yeah, but I think in theory you want as much on your wider channels as possible. You know, if you're addressing an issue of deficiency in the antennas, you know, the built-in receivers, that makes sense. You know, but I would do my damnedest to get as many devices on mid-band or millimeter wave channels as much as possible.
Yeah. All right, we got a question in here. When does millimeter wave become true 5G? As of right now, it's running LTE with a lot of bandwidth. Now, you got to remember, it is not running LTE with a lot of bandwidth. It's only using LTE as the core, and it's using the upload as the bandwidth. The download is 100% millimeter wave. Is that correct, Zero Cool?
Yeah, on NSA.
It's as close to true 5G you're going to get because you're getting the performance, so you're getting the speed, you're getting the ping, you're getting the capacity. The only thing you're not really getting is a range unless you densify it. And when they do millimeter wave, they do densify it. They put a node like in
Verizon's
every corner.
got like 800 megahertz, man. They're doing
yes,
like
it's
8
800
channels.
megahertz. So yes,
I slightly disagree with everyone that just talked just a moment ago. I think that, I don't disagree with millimeter wave being the closest thing to real 5G, but right now, millimeter wave as deployed is only the downstream is basically the 5G component. The uplink's still LTE, like you said. The core is still LTE.
Yes.
And you mentioned the pings being 5G-esque. I disagree.
Wait a minute.
Pings.
How am I getting 300 megabits on LTE?
Hold on, please.
How?
1 second. The ping on millimeter wave is very comparable to cable, but that is not what the ping that the 5G spec sets out to be. The 5G spec for ping and latency should be as close to 1 as possible, not like single digits.
That
like
part is true, but we're getting 5 to 9 milliseconds.
I've never seen 5. The lowest I've seen is 8.
You never seen 5?
I have a bigger problem.
I've seen 5.
I have a bigger problem with the
Carlos
uplink.
did one in Vegas with 5.
You said that the uplinks over LTE. I've got sites getting 300. That's not over LTE, dog.
Well, Zero, chime in here. What is being used for uplink?
How are they getting 130 upload?
Steve, what's your question?
300 uplink.
That's on the LTE side. It's
No.
carrier-egged. Yes.
No.
Yes, I'll prove it to you.
What spectrum assets does Verizon own in LTE that could do 300 uplink?
5, 2, 13, 66.
Will not do 300.
It will. Go look at a full site, right? and then see what spectrum bands are available. I guarantee you all the ones I just said, and then that's your uplink. You can only do the carrier on the uplink on NSA mode on
300
option 3.
megabits?
Yeah.
I mean, Sneed, why is it so surprising? We were able to get 300 of the downlink with those same
Because
bands.
you're doing you're doing
Uplink power is different though. It's
213, 213, 66, 5, and hold on, 213, 66, 5.
Hold on.
doing-
No. The uplink, bro. They use band 2, and then they use 100 megahertz of N260 or it's 261. That's how the uplink works with Verizon.
But you're not on a. Are you talking about He's not on a millimeter wave site though, or is he? Oh, you
Yeah.
are.
On the millimeter wave side, yeah, it goes band 2, and then it goes band N260 or 261. It's 100 megahertz. That's how the uplink is. Because now with the new X65 modem that's coming out, they're going to be doing. They did like 711 upload on 200 megahertz of millimeter wave with 20 megahertz of LTE.
And they're dedicating the millimeter wave on the LTE side for your uplink if that's the case.
yeah, but the one that's providing all that capacity is a millimeter wave channel, though. I understand that it's using an LTE band with it, but it's still 100 megahertz of millimeter wave, providing the 300 essentially, right? I mean, there is no combination of LTE bands that Verizon owns licensed that could possibly do that. Because the most I've ever seen Verizon achieve on any tower site over LTE uplink is like 80 or 90. But on the nodes, I get 150, 200, 300, depends on the signal strength.
I honestly would have to see.
I mean, I'd love to get in the service mode to show,
Yeah.
but
That's exactly what I have to see. I mean, that's.
and it's very touchy. Like if I move,
Mhm.
it drops to like 120 megs.
Well, here's one thing.
That's not LTE.
Right here, down here where I'm at on Verizon, with 30 megahertz of spectrum, I can get 150 megabits down. So imagine if you had enough carrier aggregation and spectrum where you had 60, then I would get 300 down.
Well, that's what we see with CBRS, Ricky.
Sort of expanding upon the
So-
person that asked this original. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ricky.
So therefore, and we know that upload is not as demanding. It's not going to be as congested. You know, we already know Verizon in most places with just only 30, 40, 50, 60 megahertz of spectrum is pretty congested, and you can hardly ever see 300 down unless it's used in band 48. So it is possible and plausible that if you get 60 megahertz of spectrum dedicated to the upstream on a millimeter wave, that you could get 300.
Right, exactly.
You
That's
guys
what I'm
agree-
saying.
You get it. Does that sound plausible?
It is, but I
Okay.
want to expand upon what the original person asked because they put a follow-up comment at 11:17. Ricky.
Oh, okay.
So he said, "I've heard y'all say that true 5G needs a 5G core, but you're saying with millimeter wave that on an LT core makes it close to 5G. So wouldn't that make T-Mobile's N41 just as close to 5G?" Well, first, I just want to say clearly that it takes more than just a 5G core to be real 5G. Like there's different parts of the 5G specification that all the carriers are sort of incorporating into their network in varying degrees of success. But if we're talking about real 5G as the spec, it takes all 8 of the core tenets of the 3G PPP standard. Nobody's doing
That's
that. Now, as far as T-Mobile's N41 goes, I would not say it's close to millimeter wave because not only... So the reason why millimeter wave is the closest is because it's the closest from a performance standpoint. It is giving speeds that are just literally unattainable using LTE in any sense of the word.
Latency too.
The latency is also the lowest that it's ever been on a commercially available wireless signal. Whereas something like N41, although it's giving a speed improvement for T-Mobile, the speeds that they're achieving, I'm not joking, are obtainable over LTE. The only thing that makes it different is the amount of spectrum they were able to deploy towards that specific band, because if they would have done LTE, I think they would have been having to cap out around 60 megahertz. Zero Cool, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the only real difference here. And also, when it comes to N41, the latency is honestly not great. It's honestly sometimes worse even than just LT performance on say like a Verizon or an AT&T.
I see like 30s.
Yeah, but
20s.
at Verizon I see 20s, dude. 20s.
Sometimes I see teens from the N41. It kind of depends on the site.
Ah, yes. Ricky pulled up his favorite graph.
Yes, this thing explains it all right here. I mean, this is the 3GPP standard. This isn't Ricky's standard. Just make that clear. This is not Ricky's standard. Well, everybody keeps spewing at me. Oh, Ricky's 5G standard. No, this is not Ricky's 5G standard. This is 3GPP. So go
Yeah.
ahead, Dennis.
Oh, we got a troll in the chat trying to pretend to be one of my good friends. Hi,
Oh,
troll.
where's the troll?
Fortunately.
Uh-oh. You got him? Okay.
Man, go get your hair cut, man. You forgot to get your hair cut, dumbass.
I don't know why they're picking on Stetson. Stetson's like the kindest human being in the whole world.
I know. Well, I'm the kindest human being in the world, too. Just because I hate T-Mobile doesn't make me mean.
No, but I mean, like, Stetson doesn't say a bad thing about any of the carriers. He doesn't give them come
that's true. Yeah. I got you on that.
I mean, if you ever meet Stetson IRL, like, or well, not IRL, but if you ever talk to him behind the scenes, like, legit, he is like gumdrops and unicorns of like niceness
Good
and
dude.
sweetness.
Yeah, good.
Drops and unicorns. Holy smokes.
I don't know, man. You get the analogy, but
Okay.
but anywho, sorry. Jarrett had a follow-up comment though about what we were talking about. He said, "What I'm saying is, if you had 800 megahertz of mid-band, I'm assuming T-Mobile would be doing 2 or 3 gigs. Also, the only reason millimeter wave is doing 2 to 4 gigs is because of the bandwidth. That is incorrect. Zero Cool kind of answered that question earlier when I asked about future predictions based off of tech. I don't think they'd be able to achieve those types of results over mid-band. And Zero Cool, correct me if I'm wrong." Or is Zero Cool here still?
Yeah, he's got to let him back in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, sorry, bro. I totally missed the question. What's up?
Yeah, he's a co-host. He can bring himself in.
Jarrett Topping had a follow-up question of what we were talking about. He said, "What I'm saying is, if you had 800 megahertz of mid-band, he being T-Mobile would be doing 2 or 3 gigs. Also, the only reason millimeter wave is doing 2 to 4 gigs is because of the bandwidth." I said that that's not correct because you earlier on answered partially what I was asking you as far as mid-band performance. It's just not possible, right?
Well, my question to you is, when are you going to get 800 megahertz of mid-band?
Yeah, when are you going to get 800 megahertz of? When is that?
Is
ever
that going to be
happen?
2040, 2050?
Mhm.
That will never. Yeah, that's my question. When will that happen?
If you guys thought that low band was hard to come by after 2015, wait till you see what happens to mid band in the next 2 years, how hard it's to come by.
Yeah. And then there's another question I've seen in here too.
While
Michael
you're
had a
pulling up the other question, oh, sorry. I just wanted to ask real quick, Sneed, real quick, or everyone here. Do you think that the carriers today have enough mid-band spectrum to actually deploy a meaningful mid-band based 5G network?
No. Not even close. They have 10% of what they need.
Yep.
What do you think the magic number is?
1,000 megahertz.
Yep.
1,000. You just said
If you're-
800 megahertz would be
If
impossible.
you just said a mid-band based 5G network, you need 1,000 megahertz.
Yep.
If you're going to do millimeter wave, you need half of that.
You're spreading this across 4 carriers.
Yeah, if you do millimeter wave in a substantial way, you need
Everybody's
about
got to
500
have-
megahertz of mid-band.
Everybody has to have a chunk of the pie.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about for a singular carrier. Like,
singular carrier. Well, that makes a whole difference.
I still stand by this. If it's a mid-band based 5G network, meaning no millimeter wave, you need 1,000 megahertz of mid-band spectrum.
and you just said 800 was impossible.
You're talking about competing to performance-wise of millimeter wave, right?
If you are not going to do anything with millimeter wave, your only 5G spectrum is going to be mid-band. You are going to need 1,000 megahertz of mid-band nationwide.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's true. Because when you put the load on there, when you put all the users on there, it's going to be congested and stuff.
Jesus, I was thinking 400 megahertz would be well and good for mid-band.
For
if
now,
you're not doing millimeter wave.
If you're
doing millimeter wave, do the 500. I'm with you.
Whew. Well, U.S. is screwed.
No,
Pretty
the U.S.
much.
can do millimeter wave.
Well, T-Mobile just said they aren't. So
Well, screw them. They can suck.
Oh boy.
They're going to be congested. They're going to deal with it. They're going to. Why'd they buy 1,000 megahertz of millimeter wave then?
to sit on it like Dish.
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously.
I'm sorry for firing. I'm sorry for
wait.
firing shots at Dish. I'm sorry.
But it's true. It's true.
It kind of makes me think if they're going to do some spectrum swaps with Dish with that, the millimeter wave that they have, maybe.
All right, but you were laughing in the background. Did something happen you want to share with the crew?
No, I was
Oh,
laughing
the
at the
trolls.
big band crap you guys are saying.
Oh,
Yeah, Zero Cool. He finds it entertaining when Sneed,
when Steve
All right,
gets
so here's-
irritated.
Yeah.
Here's Michael's question. Can you explain why Samsung isn't bringing eSIM to U.S. phone models? Kind of ridiculous. The Flip Fold 3 series doesn't get eSIM.
Stop
Not
buying
even
Samsung if you want eSIM.
with Android 12.
Because Samsung's a freaking fraud, dude. They marketed eSIM on the Galaxy S20, and still, to this day, the feature is not enabled in U.S. models.
Well, it is on the S21, and it will be coming.
S21, not
And
the
they're
S20.
going to be enabling on the S20 coming up.
Yeah, but on their page, when you went to order the phone, I remember
I know,
vividly because
last year, I was pissed off. I ordered my S21. It said dual.
Yeah, but I'm not talking
eSIM
about the
and
S21. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the S20.
Yeah, that phone too. Yep.
Yeah. And also, it's not the first time Samsung has pulled one of these swap-a-roonies on us. Back in the Galaxy S8 came out, okay?
Yep.
They marketed it as being as one of the first phones to have UFS 3.1 storage. It was only the plus size variant of the phone that got the 3.1 storage, not the base phone. And they corrected that after the fact. And they repeated the same offense with the
Yep.
S9. So every year, Samsung, I know it's a minor detail, but it's false marketing.
So
And
Dennis, why do you think Samsung is not releasing it? Do you think it's Samsung just being lazy or cutting cost, or do you think somebody's preventing them from doing it?
I think it's a combination of factors. One, when it comes to eSIM, it's a little bit hairy with depending on the carrier. Unlike Apple, who has like this one model and they already did like their own thing for like eSIM verification, Samsung has to work closely with the carriers. So I think that's part of it. I also think it might just come down to a cost saving measure. I mean, you have to do some verification and other bull crappery to make sure that your phone meets the eSIM specification and all that fun stuff. And then lastly, it has to do with just the fact that Samsung doesn't really have control when it comes to software rollouts and updates. Like I was talking about with the carriers. The carriers have their dirty, muddy, grubby hands, and every software update has to be reviewed and approved by them before it's pushed out over the air. So I think it's a combination of factors. But the TLDR, and Sneak kind of hit the nail on the head. If you want eSIM, you get iPhone because they're doing it right, or you get a Pixel. I'll throw in the Pixel in there as well because
That's
Pixel's
right.
doing a good job.
What do you think, SMT? Same question.
Well, I was looking forward to Samsung getting the eSIM, but I don't put faith in Samsung for eSIM. Put faith in the manufacturer that has already shown and proven. So that would be
Yep.
the Pixel devices, and that would be the iPhones. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot. You're going to be living on a promise from Samsung, who has yet to follow through in a substantial way on it. Just can't, until they show and prove. Until they actually do it, I stand by my word. They suck at eSIM, and they suck at dual SIM too.
Dual SIM,
Yep.
especially on Samsung Android, really blows. They missed the whole
They
picture.
said an update was coming, Dennis, and it never came.
But
On
they
an
missed
entire generation of devices.
they missed the whole point of dual SIM. The point of dual SIM is to be able to switch between the networks when one loses coverage. That's like one of the biggest selling points of having dual SIM
Yep.
enabled.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Samsung because of the access to the service mode and all these other things, and it's a very powerful device. I mean, camera, battery, display, top-notch specs. I mean, you're getting the pinnacle of Android hardware. But when it comes to the support in those types of things, it falls short, man.
Listen,
And it's a shame because they're expensive, dog.
I was a Samsung daily driver for years, okay? And I'm going to actually make one small tweak to what you said. Samsung makes the best hardware, period, in my opinion, on a device. But I've always said their software was their weakest point. Their software's come a long way from where it used to be with OG TouchWiz, let me tell you. And the fact that they are at least somehow managing to roll out proper security updates is a big enhancement. But they got a long way to go when it comes to support, especially in the US. If you're out in Korea, it's actually really good because they have like the equivalent of like an Apple Store experience. But here in the US, it is not like that. You need to go in there being aware of that fact when you buy a Samsung phone. Pixel.
Yep.
Pixel also has notoriously terrible support, in my humble opinion. You can look at subreddits that talk about like Google Fi or when people ordered Pixels, but Pixel does a hell of a job when it comes to ruling out updates. They're basically the iPhone equivalent when it comes to software support. Although it's not nearly as good as the benchmark that Apple has set with their 5 to 6 years of iOS updates. It's just insane. So that was one of the big culminating factors of why I went to iPhone as a daily driver. Not because I think iPhone makes great hardware. In fact, I do a lot of design decisions that honestly infuriate me. The fact that Touch ID is gone and not like a secondary option for authentication is really a pain in the butt, especially now during the pandemic. But hey, the phone works, even if there's some quirks that I don't like the fact I can't move icons how I want. I have to have this really boring grid. It works, so I went to iPhone.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Ricky, can you pull up Vivian's question? She had a question about
You
MATLAB
can pull
antennas.
it. Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Like
Yeah.
I'm on my.
You just
it-
click
Oh,
on it.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, EM Tech had a question also here too. I just don't want to lose the place. He wants to know if the main reason why millimeter wave hasn't gone SA is because there's no carrier using a full SA core, which is true.
Mhm.
I think the main reason is just because there's a lot that goes into actually upgrading to SA. Like the core to go to
Yeah.
standalone core, there's a
Yeah,
lot
the
that's
core.
involved in it.
You can do all the hardware
Core,
equipment at the site, but if you don't have the core,
antennas.
yep. Yeah, I don't even know where the question is. What time is the question? Because I'm a little
don't
bit
know.
behind here. I'm only on like 14 after, and it's 32 after. So
What are
It
we
was about
asking?
it was about Matt Singh antennas.
Who asked it?
You
What was
can-
the name?
Vivian asked
it was
that.
in a. Was it? Oh, here was this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can actually pull these up, I think. Yeah, so basically what these are Mexican antennas. They look like huge white balls, right? They're just ginormous things. And basically what you can do, they have multi-beam RF technology in them. Basically, yeah, you can use it for RF spatial propagation. And basically the idea with these for IDAS systems, indoor distributed antenna systems, is to cover football fields. We're talking about like Super Bowls, stuff like that. So the goal with these antennas is you can cover every single seat or in a given area. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, pull them up real quick if you can. They're pretty nice. Basically, with these, instead of like a sector approach, the RF spatial patterns work kind of like a lens. So you're basically broadcasting the RF in kind of like a lens format. It's kind of nice, actually. Actually, let me do this. I think I could send you the link.
But do they come with scallops?
Dude, if this was a scallop, I would eat it
Oh, snap.
every day, all night.
Bad Vivian. Bad Vivian.
It's just-
I know.
Hold on, let me go.
Let's see.
I'll send it to you in
Mhm.
chat.
Speaking
it's
of
not
private
working.
chat, Carlos, are you looking at the private chat on StreamYard, homie?
Just go to mattsing.com.
Yeah, I am now.
Oh, is it something you want me to pull up or something for you on the screen? Yeah, Vlad is saying is if it's doing that high output on LTE, why can't we get 300 uplink on LTE connection?
Not happening, Chief.
Well, you got to remember too, the most of the data traffic is on the downlink. So if you dedicate too much resources to the uplink, then you're going to hurt your downlink and you're going to suffer on downlink speeds. You can't have your cake and eat it too, as like Neville wants.
With millimeter wave, you could do it all, dog.
Well, yeah, but he's just saying LTE. Vlad's talking about LTE here,
What's the
comparing
best?
it.
I think the best I've seen on LTE is probably 110, maybe uplink. 120. I think it was T-Mobile actually. T-Mobile does like band 66, band 2, and then I think there may be a third carrier in there too. They do a ton of bandwidth on uplink on those N41 sites. But none involve N41 or band 41. They use all the other ones, the PCS, AWS. Gets really fast.
Oh yeah, so I want to comment on Alex's comment. He wishes, and that's not the real Stetson. You know, we already booted his ass out of there. That's a troll. That's what they do. They copycat somebody else, and they go on other people and they troll people and spew hate and lies and stuff like that. So yeah, it says Ricky is so broke. Well, if I'm so broke, how did I give away gift cards? How to buy a new drone? See this picture in the background? I took that from my drone I just bought. I've been flying it and learning it. It's fun to fly. So I'm not broke. Just want to throw that out there. And of course, poor Vivian fell for it. Stetson, hey man, sup? Yep, you gotta be careful with the trolls. They're impersonators. That's the real fraudsters right there. All right, Jarrett says, what I'm saying is if you had 800 megahertz of a mid-band, would you be doing 2 or 3 gigs? Also, the only reason millimeter wave is doing 2 to 4 gigs is because of the bandwidth. That's
pretty sure Stetson. I'm pretty sure Stetson can read too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the bandwidth is just not there, dog.
Yep.
It's just that's. I mean, it's so hard to come by. I mean, look at what the carriers did over C-band. Look at they paid
exactly.
$80 billion. They paid $10 billion to accelerate the re-clearance of it.
I don't know. Do I seem like I'm mad? Do I seem like
you guys
I'm
are
mad?
you guys are sounding like robots. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I hear you.
Oh, you guys are sounding like robots right now.
Oh, I hear everybody just fine. Maybe there's a skunk up on your tower. You better go out there and chase him off of it.
Nah, I'll show you why. This is what I'm streaming on right now.
What?
EMTech says Verizon using 100 megahertz of millimeter wave for its uplink on ultra wideband. They enabled that in May of 2020. There you go. So that's how they're getting it.
Carlos,
they're aggregating the LTE and a small portion of millimeter wave. That's pretty cool. But of course, you have to have a device that's capable of doing that. If you don't have the modem to support that feature, then you're not going to get it.
Hey, Ricky, share that screen.
Share that screen. Share that screen. I don't see the screen to share.
I'll do it.
Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually using the T-Mobile home internet, bro, to do this.
Oh, I can't even hardly see it.
But you guys are cutting out bad.
Maybe it's a StreamYard thing. I don't know.
No, it's a him thing.
I can't even see that. Is that only me? You can't see that? I know I'm not blind.
No, it's not very clear. I think it's 43 ping. What's the downlink, Carlos?
192.
Damn, you guys are breaking up bad. Holy crap.
Bro, you sound terrible.
You know, you get rid of the skunks. Dump the skunk.
Yeah. I did it just to show you guys. I'm trying this thing out. And the site is
skunk. Dump everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Dump the skunk. Dump the skunk. Everybody in the chat. Dump the skunk.
Look at the ping. Look at the ping.
What is it?
148.
Oh, is it jittery too?
Yeah.
Well, he's using the app so it doesn't show jitter like the mobile version does.
Fake 5G. Fake 5G.
I bet you your jitters.
Dump the skunk.
Like
fake 5G.
150 or something crazy.
Everybody.
I mean, here's the thing. If the ping wasn't so garbage, those speeds wouldn't be bad for a home internet application.
Yeah, for LTE plus. Yeah.
No, just in general. I mean, you can do what you got to do with 200 meg.
Heck yeah.
Holy crap, bro.
I love that new co-host feature. Ain't that cool? You guys can do things in here just like I can. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, Stetson's got that set up for me on the StreamYard.
Oh, he does? Well. Okay, cool.
Ricky,
That's
you
why-
should have never given me those privileges, dog. You know I'm gonna abuse them.
That's why I'm
Oh,
about to go
snap.
live on the channel tomorrow, like I said, with Sneed and Technoid.
Okay,
Flex.
yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Oh, you got
I got
everybody
work.
chanting "Dump
I
the
got work
skunk,"
tomorrow at 8
Ricky.
o'clock. Well, of course, the troll says I don't have a job. But yep, I gotta be at work. at 8
No,
o'clock
no,
tomorrow.
Sneed, this is what they need to do. Dump T-Mobile direct and go to lowestmobileusa.com and get one of the best premium plans at one of the
That's
best
right.
prices.
That's right.
That's right.
Preach
brother.
on,
Get
brother.
The real skunk.
The real what?
Get yourself some real skunk, none of that fake skunk.
fake,
Oh,
fake
my
skunk.
God.
Oh my god.
Pepe Le Pew would be rolling in his grave right now.
Damn.
Oh, well, he ain't in his grave. He's still running around.
Yeah, he's
he
around,
works for
dog.
T-Mobile right now.
Oh, Jesus.
He goes around skunking everything
Dude.
up.
Dennis, do you follow Ricky on Twitter? It's crazy, bro.
I think I do.
Oh, wait a minute. No. According to the troll, I'm banned. The troll says
There
I'm
you go.
banned.
There you go, bro.
I've been posting all day, so I don't know what he's talking about.
I
just
saw
showed
you
you.
linked me in a tweet. I'll just be honest. I don't. Fun fact. I know it's surprising and shocking, but I don't use social media that much.
Yeah. If
My
it wasn't for
mental
this
health.
YouTube channel, I wouldn't at all. And I don't even do Facebook. I've already been banned from Facebook because misinformation, according to them, just like YouTube wants to try to do, ban me for saying facts. Well, they don't like it when people speak the truth. So far,
Hey,
Twitter
sure that-
hasn't dropped the hammer on that kind of stuff. So
You guys can see the connection.
Man.
Carlos, you
Oh, wait, you're
sound
back?
You sound like Optimus Prime, dog, on freaking Cybertron.
Sounds like you when you were on Cox, Sneed.
Yeah, stop it.
the
That shit
Cox
is in the
robots,
past. That shit is in the past. We have moved on, good sir.
the Cox robots.
There you go. N41.
Wow.
Did I sound eclectic?
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
hold
snap.
on. I gotta go back to the fiber. Hold on.
Yeah. Dump skunk. Everybody, dump skunk. Fake 5G.
Dude, honestly, what I love about YouTube is how we can look back at ourselves and just laugh at ourselves. Like, I've watched some previous videos of what I've said in the past, and looking
Yeah,
at modern
me
day,
too.
Dennis just laughs. But honestly, I'm never gonna let Sneed eat this down, dude. Now that he's become a believer in the church of fiber that Dennis hosts, I've converted him, man. He
Hello,
will never
Chase.
be able to go back. Nothing is acceptable compared to fiber once you have it. Even shit
Yeah.
fiber
It's
is
very
still
addictive.
fiber.
That's why the skunk apes are fat.
Bro, you got everybody starting a chant, dumb skunk.
That's why the skunk apes are fat, because they eat T-Mobile fiber.
Yeah, you know what I want to know? You know how in New York so we were talking about things that were good this year. Do you guys remember when T-Mobile started selling fiber in New York?
Yeah, whatever happened with that? How'd that turn out?
I don't know, but I'd be curious to know because I know they were basically just using someone else's fiber with T-Mobile branding.
If they can afford it.
But
What's
I'd
the
be
name of
curious
the
to know how that
company?
turned out.
I forget what the name of the company was.
We're
I don't
back.
know.
We're back, and it's clean. Oh my god! I will never experiment like that again.
You just drink a tall
Shame
glass
on
of
you.
prune juice.
I told you to leave the skunks alone.
I will never experiment like that again, bro.
The only thing they do is get y'all stinky.
Hey,
Do you know when I
Carlos.
had the T-Mobile home internet, I was still using Los Mobile for my live streams?
the
I believe
AT&T,
it.
right?
I thought you.
Yeah.
I thought you was on cable when you was doing that, but yeah.
No, I was using Los Mobile home internet, dog. It
Hey,
held down
Carlo-
it held down the channel for a full year.
What up?
I was gonna say the next maybe 30 or so minutes. Will you be at the office still to put in some work for these activations we're getting in? I don't know if you checked the orders.
Let me check.
They're coming in, yo. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them's from Vivienne. Woo!
Okay. All right.
Welcome, Viv. Welcome.
All right. I need to go grab. Let me get this. I'm gonna get out of here and go do this.
Nice.
All
Les.
right.
All right. Later, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, RFK. I'm probably gonna do about maybe 5 more
Yes.
minutes, and I think I'm gonna dip to take care of some
Oh
support
yeah.
stuff.
We've been on here long enough too. Yeah.
And like they say, and like our troll says, deuces.
Well, your boy's always
But
got to
hold
put in
on,
a little bit of
Hold
work.
on, I need to get my hair cut. I forgot to get my hair cut.
Oh shit! I got a knot on my forehead because I ran into a pole because I was ranting and lying and spewing hate too much. What a moron! Let me ask you this: do you know what the difference between Alexito and Pinocchio?
Come on, guys.
None.
Let,
I just had to say that.
let's end the stream right. Let's end the stream right. Let's answer a few more questions.
All right.
What's left?
All right. How do we get better upload range on our phones? Is it a combination of that or chips and batteries? Jared's got some good
Densification.
questions tonight.
Densification. That's how you
Absolutely.
get better uploads on your phones. Because here's
Right.
the scoop.
No Swiss cheese network, right?
Millimeter wave.
Because here's the scoop. Okay.
Millimeter wave.
Uplink is going to be the first thing that suffers when your signal quality goes down. Okay,
Mhm.
it's very adversely affected compared to the downstream. So you need to have a dense network grid with plenty of overlap, almost looking like a 3-leaf clover when you're looking at like spots,
Ooh,
right?
3. What's wrong with a 4-leaf clover?
Or a 4-leaf clover even. But you get
Don't
the
you
point.
feel
Like
lucky?
the coverage overlap.
Gotcha.
Do they do cell towers with 4 sectors?
Not very often. Sometimes they do.
Sometimes.
In the rural areas, it's more common. That way
But
you can cover more square miles. But in the cities, they do three
But
sectors.
but densification is going to be the biggest thing that solves that and the battery life concern because I talked about this on I think I talked about this on the Best Phone Plans channel. But basically, your phone when it's getting connected, it's basically screaming, "I'm here, I'm here, I'm
Connect
here."
me. Yep.
Yeah, like when the signal's super weak, it is shouting, and that's using a lot more battery life than if it was
Yeah.
a nice, strong, stable connection where we're
Yeah.
just talking.
And phones
normal.
use a variable power level. When you got full bars, the power decreases on your phone. And then when you have 1 bar, the power goes to maximum. And that's why it gets hotter, and that's why the battery drains faster. You're exactly right, Dennis.
But the other thing is there is another component to this, and part of that is just going to have to come from the maturation of 5G modems, similar to what happened over the LTE era. Like if we look back at the history books real quick, the first iterations of LTE were terrible from a battery efficiency standpoint. Just like the first iterations of 5G, they were external modems. Eventually, they became integrated. Eventually, we had improvements on the fabrication process and shrinking of the node to become even more power efficient. And some of that stuff's going to happen on the 5G side. I think the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a perfect example of this because Apple was able to improve battery life dramatically through a combination of the fact that their chip was more efficient, also from some software optimization on how it dictates on whether or not it will stay locked onto, say, like an N41 connection or whether or not it will drop it. So it's going to be a combination of factors, but the biggest part is densification.
Absolutely. And Michael says iSIM will probably fix the Samsung eSIM issues, I think, right?
Nope.
Why is that?
Well, dude, all the iSIM really is it's just a more effective way to utilize the limited space inside of a smartphone. Really, I mean, I stands for integrated, basically.
Right.
It's integrating into the chipset instead of having like this extra module that's embedded within everything else. So,
And Shay says, will the S22 have eSIM? Yes.
I hope.
The S21 has eSIM.
Yeah, but will it come out with
But
a
you
software
have to
update a year
have
later?
Android 12. When Android 12 hits your phone, you'll have eSIM. Now, just because you have eSIM doesn't mean the carrier is going to support it. That is the biggest issue. Like my S21 Ultra right now, I can do eSIM on Trash Mobile, Skunky. I can do it. But Verizon and AT&T has not really adopted the ID numbers on the phone. The IMEI numbers. They haven't adopted them. They have to be whitelisted in their network, in their computer system, in order to activate it on eSIM. If those are not activated in there, then you can't do nothing. So the hardware will be ready as long as it has. Well, it's going to have the S22 will have Android 12 in it, of course, because it's already released. So on the older phones, as long as you got Android 12 and then the carrier supports it, then you'll get it. But right now Verizon, I think will work with eSIM as well, but you got to just do it a different way. You can't just add the plan from your phone or transfer it from a SIM card in your phone to eSIM. So there is limitations, but you can do Verizon eSIM on the S21 Ultra now if you got Android 12. How many people out there that has the S21 Ultra or any of the S21s. Have you downloaded Android 12 yet, or are you still rocking with Android 11? I don't know how fast it's. I was a beta tester, so that's how I got it like pretty quickly. Just wondering what everybody else has got out there.
Well, Android 12 is definitely good.
Oh,
If
I
you
love it,
haven't,
yeah.
if you haven't, you should download it. But Ricky, I saw Sneed popped off. Obviously, Carlos popped off. I think
Yep.
I'm going to join them. But
Okay.
before I do, I want to thank you again for inviting me. It's always a great time getting to talk to you, whether we be
Absolutely.
talking about the skunks or whatever it is. So thank you for having me on. If
I'm
you
so
guys
glad you're a skunk fan.
if you guys enjoy the content or my hot spicy takes,
Yep.
you can find more of it on the Best Phone Plans YouTube
That's
channel.
right.
That is Best
Everybody
Phone
subscribe
Plans.
and tune in.
And
Absolutely.
once more, if you want to get away from the actual skunk and go with something that's a little bit better and more affordable, lowestmobileusa.com. We're running the most aggressive promos to date since the founding of the company. I highly recommend that you take a look at them.
Absolutely. I'm a customer myself. Very happy.
All right. Peace, guys.
All right. See you, Dennis. Thanks for stopping by, and Happy New Year, buddy.
Thank you. You too,
See you,
man. I'll
Dennis.
see you next year. Same to you, Zero.
See you next.
See ya.
All right, Caleb. So we're going to finish up the rest of these comments in here, and we're going to call it a stream. I'm kind of hungry. I didn't even eat yet. I just had my coffee. That's it. I got to make some food.
Gotcha, man.
So let's see here. Spirit eSIM on my Pixel 3. I'm just looking for some questions here. And if you guys have any topics too, anybody has any topics for future that you want us to talk on a live stream, you can post it in this video afterwards, or the live stream, the replay. You can post it in there and say, hey, Ricky, can you do a live stream on this topic or this topic or that topic? And we'll see. It would depend on what the topic is, and we might just do a show on it for you. Dennis, I agree that Touch ID should be. Yep. What? Samsung needs to get back with stock Android. Okay. Let's see. Michael. Gen 8. That's what they're saying. It should be the Gen 8 version 1. I don't know if I like. Caleb, do you like the way that Samsung or Qualcomm changed the name from Snapdragon to. I liked it when it was just a 3-digit number. Do you agree with that, or I don't like the new system? It seems like it's confusing to me.
I don't care. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter to me. I guess.
Yeah, it's only people
it's
really
kinda,
talk techie really matters, right?
I mean, it's kind of like how they renamed the or how they're doing the Intel processors, right? Like Gen i5 or i7 or
right.
I think they're kind of going the same path.
Okay. Dump the skunk. Yeah. Okay, where do we go here? Caesar says, dump the skunk. Ping me, baby. Oh, okay. That's why I like fiber. Dump skunk. Look at that. I got everybody going with the skunk, didn't I? Heck yeah. Dump skunk. Fake 5G. Dump the skunk. Well, I got everybody pumped up in there. Look at this. Dump the skunk. Dump the skunk. T maybe. Oh, wow. Gosh, I got them all going crazy, don't I? Carlos needs some skunk ape repellent. Woo! Hey, maybe I should sell that as a merch. Skunk ape repellent. Make your T-Mobile signal better.
Just spray it on your phone, man. It makes your 5G signal so much better.
Just spray it on your phone, and then it chases skunk apes away. And then Lou says, Loss has the thong over the mic. Oh, shit. Driving past Bloomfield T-Mobile Tower. Oh, you got signal. Yeah, till you get home. Poor Chase. When he gets home, he don't have no signal. He's in a rural area with no towers. Dump the skunk. Dump. Pilot. Dennis is preaching to the choir in reference to fiber. Let's see if there's any more questions in here. Verizon kicked their ass. T-Mobile did a pilot program. Hello there, Tito. How you doing there, buddy? Yeah, I sent you a link. I think you might be working. I think that's what you say because my stream, because you're way over there, so it's like still early in the day, so you wasn't able to get in here. And see, yeah, I'm stoked to try Los, especially the T-Mobile hotspot to let me code on the laptop. Okay. What's up, Tito,
Nice.
Blaze, Dennis? Everybody's talking about SignR, RSRP, Q, RSRQ. That was RSRP.
No, there's RSRQ.
Oh,
That's
that's the
receive signal
quality.
reference quality.
Oh, that's
Yep.
quality. That's right. I keep forgetting there's so many damn acronyms for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Talking more poop than the trolls makes you look even more suspect. Well, that's why we try not to talk too much, but sometimes it's kind of hard not to, those trolls are soft. Yeah. Yeah, they're soft. Let's see. Verizon W holds in class. Is the S21 Ultra unlocked eSIM? It is if you have Android 12. But you can't do it with AT&T. AT&T will not let you do eSIM yet. It's not whitelisted yet, which is loud. If you have Skunk Mobile or T-Mobile, yeah, you can do eSIM right now on S21 Ultra or any of the S21s if you got Android 12. So you got to wait for Android 12 to hit. When you do that update, then you'll be able to use eSIM on it. Now you got to remember too, it's not going to have the automatic switching. You got to manually go in there and switch it from your physical SIM to the other. They don't work at the same time. So see, with me, with my Los Mobile, I got AT&T and Verizon. So when I want to switch, I have to pop the SIM card out, put the Verizon in, and then reboot the phone, and that's crazy. So it's a pain in the ass. I'd rather have one of them on eSIM and then the physical SIM already in the phone. So if I'm out in the grocery store somewhere and it's a really thick building and AT&T just happens to be very far from the tower, which can happen, and you don't have a signal, you can switch to Verizon if their tower's closer, because everybody knows no matter where you go, there's going to be one of the carriers are going to be right next to the building where you have, and you're going to have more in-building penetration just because it's a half a mile from you. So you got two bars, but then you get a tower that's 2 miles away, then you have no signal inside because some of these buildings have got so much concrete and steel in them. I don't care what carrier you have. If you get too far from the tower, it's not going to penetrate it. Even low band is not going to get in. Even T-Mobile's N71, no signal travels farther or faster. I can tell you right now, it doesn't penetrate buildings any better than band 12. So that's where we're talking about density. So when you're very close to the tower in a big building or a very hard place to get signal, densification is the answer. It's not low band. Low band is just a band-aid. That's old tech. Low band was the very first cell phone frequency we ever have years and years and years ago. Jane Fry says, I have Android 12 on my S22 Plus. Yeah. It's not even released yet, silly. Android 12 is the first week of December. Oh, okay. That's what's coming for your phone? Okay, good. S21 Plus. Gotcha. S22 Plus. All right, so go subscribe. Yeah, please. There's the link. Make sure everybody goes and subscribe. Let's help them get to 1,000. Yep, we can get them there. They're a really good channel. Dennis and Stetson does an awesome job. The unlocked variant Samsung has eSIM enabled on Android. That's correct. Yeah, I have eSIM on my phone right now. Repeaters. I don't see people talk about millimeter wave repeaters much at all. Actually, Vivian, I actually did. If you go on my channel, look at last year's live stream. There's one of them live streams I did when I brought to everybody that technology, when I talked about Echo 5G and Pivot 5G. I talked about that on millimeter wave last year. There's a whole live stream about it. So check that out and tell us what you think of it. And how much more range we'll get out of N41 when it aggravates with N71. But see, here's the thing. N41 is not going to go any farther, no matter what you aggregate it with. Because when you aggravate it with it and you get into a weak spot or you go far from the tower, you're not going to have the range. And here, I can actually show you this here. Well, give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you this. I think I got
Well,
a
we're
I
we're
got a
actually trying to
slide
push
here.
that. We're trying to push that N41 signal out further because we're going to be doing N41 carriagation with N71, and basically working on a what we call like a beam edge technology.
I got the perfect slide for you here. Right here, let me get it up.
That Ricky's got the perfect slide. It's not working
Mhm.
yet.
Yeah, that's pretty funny there, buddy. Perfect slide. Here you go. What do you think of that? All right, everybody see that? Here's the range of millimeter wave, the little circle inside. All right, here's midband. Okay, this is the circle for midband. This is the circle for low band. See, low band's out here. So there you go. So now if I aggravate midband with low band and I'm standing right here, guess what? It's not going to aggregate anymore because you know why? Because you're out of range of the midband. Midbands can't reach right here. It can only reach here. So if you aggregate them together, the only thing you're going to get is if you're standing here, if you're in your car right here, yeah, sure, you can aggregate. I said aggravate. Can you believe that? Aggregate low band with mid band together, and you're going to get a little bit of a speed increase. So because low band doesn't have much bandwidth, so you're going to get like 10 or 20 megabits speed faster when you aggregate them. It's not a big deal, especially since it's all fake 5G anyways right now. It's just an icon. But yeah, I do agree that if you have low band and mid band aggregated together, you do get a little bit of a speed bump there. So if that helps clarify things there for you guys. Right, Caleb?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the name of the game is density. So
Yeah, density and getting the multiple user massive MIMO antennas up there and not do split mode and use the beamforming feature in the software. That's what's going to help
but
N41 propagate.
to answer Jared's question, we're working on like a 20% boost for range.
There you go, 20%. Yeah, they definitely need that. I don't know about N12. I think it's ugly. Oh gosh, I didn't think it was ugly. I mean, I have my phone customized a certain way. Now, just because the Android 12 has those new features in it, you don't have to use them. You can still use it. The customization of your display and screen and icons and all that, you can keep that. When I upgraded mine to Android 12, nothing changed in my phone, just except for a few things, security things and the eSIM and all the other kind of stuff. With Samsung would finally release 12. Yep, they're going to eventually. It's going to take time to do the rollouts. Not even with that Z Flip 3. Which I don't know how old the Z Flip 3 is. I don't know if that's eSIM capable or not. Just have to look it up in the specs and see if it's capable. If the hardware is capable, then when they do the upgrade, then yeah, you'll be able to get it. Just met a guy at the gas station, had a car and a U-Haul truck box with trailer leaving Ohio, making his escape. I tell you what, there are so many people that's like leaving the northern states. They're just getting out of there. I mean, you, Caleb, you left Ohio. You lived over by Columbus. You got the hell out of there. I lived up there for a short time. After I got laid off in West Virginia, I was forced to Ohio to live with my dad when I got laid off. But then I got back on my feet, got another house. But I can't stand Ohio. Then I moved back down here to the Keys 3 years ago. Never looked back.
Yeah, warmer weather.
Yep.
Ocean, the Gulf.
Yep, the B and
scallops.
H's. Yep.
Yeah.
The B and H's. No, B and W's. You got to spell it right? Well, it depends on how you want to spell the second word, right? Is there a difference between backhaul providers on Sprint Keep sites and T-Mobile native sites? I noticed a stark difference between ping times on the sites. Now, you would know that, Caleb, since you're an engineer. You'd know that. What do you think?
All I'm going to say is we're working to convert this Sprint backhaul to a T-Mobile upgraded backhaul. So the goal is next year 25 gig backhaul licenses, 25 gigabyte backhaul licenses,
Nice.
and nationwide, right? So that will
It's going to
help
make
your
things
ping
better.
times between sites.
Oh, hell yeah.
And also
Maybe we'll get some real
that
5G.
D word again, density. Yeah.
Yep, density. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, at least the Skunk Network is trying to do something. You know, we got to give them hands down. They're trying really, really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jarrett says found out from personal experience this week that T-Mobile has roaming on AT&T, give you extra 200 megabits of data. What? T-Mobile will roam on AT&T. Well, when you talk about roaming, if your service provider, like you're on T-Mobile, if you're not on T-Mobile because you have no signal, and there happens to be an AT&T tower, yeah, it will roam over there, but you're limited. Most of the time when you're roaming on another network, you're throttled. But you're saying here 200 megabits down. I've never seen that high of data when you're roaming because none of the carriers like to give the other carrier. Basically, roaming is for phone calls. If you lose your carrier and you're roaming on another carrier, usually they give you just enough data where you can make a phone call and maybe use, Google Maps as you're navigating. But anything faster than that, they just limit it. Unless they have an extended coverage agreement, which a lot of carriers used to do that. They'd have extended coverage, and then you would get a little bit faster speed. It just depends on what the agreement is. Z Flip 3 came up this summer. It has eSIM, but for some reason, Android 12 won't bring eSIM for it. Really? So it has hardware for eSIM, but Android 12 didn't do it. That's interesting. I have to do some research on that and kind of see what's up with that. So maybe I'll do that on one of my live streams since everybody has a lot of questions about eSIM. Maybe next year's live stream, we'll do a live stream on eSIM. What do you guys think? We'll have Caleb come in here. He knows a lot about eSIM too.
There you go.
So maybe we'll do that next week. I'll try. I'm off on Thursdays. Now that may change coming up. My day off may change because we actually hired another person. So we're kind of cross-training on all of our contracts we have. So with that extra person, I'm able to move myself. I do the schedule for my job. I'm the supervisor. So I do the schedule for all the guys each week. So I pick my schedule. I pick the days I want. But if I don't have anybody to take my spot, I am going to end up working 60 hours a week and 5-6 days a week, 7 days a week sometimes. So coming up here in 2022, I should get a little bit of a break, because I actually don't need the extra money right now. I just actually want to have 2 days off every week because then I can do a live stream on one day and then the other day I can just kind of relax and just have a good time, because nobody wants to work 7 days a week. So 2022 should be better for me. So I'll be able to bring you guys some more content, some more stuff, do some more crazy stuff here. I think Jared meant 200 megabit total. Oh, okay. You mean data, the amount of data. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, it's a data cap, 200 megabits of data. Yeah, that's nothing. You can use 200 on a speed test. When you do a speed test on Ookla, do you know how much data you use? You do 500 megabytes of data, which is a half a gig of data. So if you cap out on your data plan at 22 gigs a month before you get slowed down, all you got to do is just do like 30 or 40 speed tests and you already use up 22 gigabytes and you're done. Then you're slowed down when the network's busy. The nice thing about having loose mobile is you don't get slowed down. So if you do a lot of speed tests, you do a lot of stuff on your phone, you want to get that because it's priority data and you don't get slowed down at all. And you can use, a terabyte on your hotspot on your phone if you want to. So gotta show at least a little love for T-Mobile, Ricky. The better they get, the hotter the fire gets underneath AT&T and Verizon. You're 100%. You're 100%. I'm gonna give a little bit of love to T-Mobile right now. Mwah! Thank you, T-Mobile. How's that?
I felt that one from here, man.
Oh shit! Did you feel that already over there? Holy crap! I didn't mean to do it that hard. I'm sorry, bro. Didn't mean to blow you over into the ocean over there. So, all right. Well, we just hit the 3-hour mark. I think we've been on here long enough. I know we got 24 people still on here and stuff, but we don't want to stay on here all night long. I need to eat some dinner too. So we got to save some of the love for our next live stream. And of course, tomorrow night's a big night. Stetson's going to be on and Dennis. I think they're doing a show, and then I think Technoid and SMT is going to do a show. So there's going to be some good live streams tomorrow. So make sure you guys subscribe to all of them, and then don't forget, we got the giveaway for the phone. Got the giveaway, 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm so broke. I'm giving away a top phone of the damn year. I'm so broke. Yeah. So there you go. Giving it away. 1,000 subscribers. One lucky person. Subscribe to my channel, SMT, and Carlos's channel, and be active on 3. And we're going to really strictly enforce that. So when we pick the name for that, and we're not going to do it by drawing a spinning the wheel and the number in the live stream. What we're going to do is we're going to do it like TK does on his channel, where you can actually have a random picker from the comments on any of the 3 channels. So all you got to do is comment. So the more you comment, the more you're active on all 3 of our channels, the better chance you have to win this phone. So if you post one comment on 3 channels, you got 3 chances to win. But if you're in our live streams and you're talking like crazy, you're commenting like crazy, you're going to have a lot better chance. So be active. Help us get more subscribers. We're trying to get Sneed to be bigger, Carlos to be bigger. I mean, they've already passed 1,000, but the main whole goal was to get me a little bit bigger too and get my reach out. So, and I noticed on Social Blade, my score is B-. I cannot believe how fast my score went up. I mean, I'm B- already. So, and probably after tonight, I'll probably well over 600 subscribers. So I appreciate everybody that's watching me, supporting me. And it ain't just about me. It's about SMT. Caleb, he's a great, tremendous help to the channel. We have an awesome, awesome community here. And the whole goal is for us to teach you guys about tech. When you have questions, you can answer it. We answer the question. If we don't know the question, we'll find it for you because we have lots of resources. We can get stuff. And we get sneak peeks on early release of technology and all that. And don't forget, I got more drone footage coming too. So I'm going to be here coming up. I'm going to do some drone footage around some of the cell sites here, just like Carlos did over there. So you can see the nice ocean in the background with some palm trees. And I'm going to just do a 360 around the tower, give you guys some videos of that. So we're going to make things good and better. And here comes the damn trolls again. Gosh.
It doesn't end.
Shame.
No.
It never ends. Never. And another one. And another one. And another one. So anyways, bye-bye trolls. Get a life. Stop lying and hating. Go make content. That's what you need to do. Think about this. If you guys go and make content with the same amount of energy that you're doing hating on other people and trying to destroy everybody else, if you use that energy, refocus it on your own damn shit, can you imagine how much better your channel would be? There you go. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. See you in 2022. This will probably be the only live stream in this year. I'll be next Thursday or whatever day I pick off. Then we'll do that. So thank you, everybody. Thank you to the moderators. Baby Yoda, he's the best moderator I've ever seen. I hand it down to you. Baby Yoda, you're an awesome moderator. You do job killing the trolls, bumping their shits
thanks,
right
man.
out of here. So thanks, Caleb, for coming on and saying hi and everything.
You're welcome.
So
yeah, thank you.
We'll see everybody on the next video next year, 2022. Hopefully we'll get 5G and not this LTE Plus again next year. So anyways, to all a good night and to all a happy magenta New Year.